Oh man, these vampires be surviving. Excuse me. Welcome to Vampire Survivors. I didn't update the date on the stream title, but what a fool I am. I'm joined by a silly goose. I'm a silly goose who didn't update the stream before starting the stream, so everyone's getting the notification that, yeah, the Somnium Files is happening tonight. It's not happening tonight. Undeafening in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, ghoul.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
I gotta fucking fix the thing. That's the thing. I made the change in the AI one, but I didn't add the amplifier in, like, literally every other one. That's fun.
You're doing great.
Let me, just boost the game on everything. Can you talk real quick?
Hello, hello, hello.
One more time.
Hello, hello, hello.
Oh, yeah, that's much better. Much better. Much better. One more time, please.
Hello. You should say Happy Vampires Day, because it's similar.
Fuck, you're so right.
I'm so good at... I honestly, you should just commission me to name all your streams.
Ah, you're so right. But also, no.
I think I have funny ones.
No, like, listen. Listen. There are only so many things I'll spend money on for stream. Commissioning
And
someone
then
to think of
commissioning
creative titles is not one of them. Alejandro wants you to say hello, hello, hello one more time.
Hello,
Alejandro
hello, hello. Welcome to Voltage's stream. Today we're going to be streaming a special Vampires Day stream.
Vampires Day stream.
It's right after the Superb Owl that I hope everybody caught last time.
Yeah, real.
Real.
Okay, what are the window dimensions on this game? Because this is actually the most frustrating part of trying to set up the stream. It's the weirdest dimensions on the planet.
It is. You can do full screen.
Yeah, but the full screen doesn't work either.
Oh.
So yeah, here's Vampire.
Well, I haven't streamed this, so I don't...
He already's the vampire game. Alright, let's play the vampire game.
Let's play the vampire game.
Look, there it is. I guess
I would
we'll just figure it out.
Playing this with, like, a controller.
Yep, that's my
humble
plan.
opinion. Okay.
That is my plan.
Heard.
And I'm gonna turn up the volume on it just a wee bit. If I can.
But, yeah. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Okay, so I've never played this before.
It's very simple.
Yeah.
But it is extreme. It's very addictive.
Alright. So let's just start with Antonio. Alright. Here we go. I'm gonna... Wait, how do I... I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna go into my controls. Alright. Okay. There we go. There we go. Voltage is about to become the biggest vampire survivor in the world. You're so right. Here we go.
Could be surviving.
Oh god, that's loud. Oh, it just
You
attacks
must.
at random? Okay.
Yeah.
So I just move
Yeah,
around.
you literally don't have to press anything. Collect the those blue things will give you experience, and then you can go into level up the different weapons you get.
I see. I'm learning, everyone. Also, I
Yeah.
may have made the music too loud, but whatever.
You can pause it. I'm pretty sure.
You're right, I can.
And then you can just go. There you go.
There we go. Yeah, okay. This is Vampire Survivors. That's all
It's
it
also
is.
got a pretty bitchin' soundtrack in my humble
It does. This is epic. Twitch selection A, Rosary, B, Batsworm.
Wow.
I have Twitch mode on.
That's so cool. I've never seen that. That's
So-
really dope.
I guess vote on your favorite thing now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna choose 3.
I've never played Castlevania.
How do I choose it? I want to choose it. I'm trying to do the thing. That's the one. Okay. Surprisingly similar to Castlevania. Yeah. So yeah, I think if you press A, B, or C and put it in chat, that'll do something.
I'm gonna say A. if I press A, B, or C?
I don't know.
Oh, we didn't put my name on there. That was really cool.
Oh, I didn't see that, but that's awesome.
That's really awesome. Oh, that's really cool.
Okay,
Oh,
how do I-
That's amazing.
How do I
That's so
choose this though?
cool.
Like, I don't know.
I usually just press down on the joystick and then.
None of those
do
are.
I press it for you? Wait.
I don't know.
Well, that's. I don't know.
I suppose we're just figuring it out as we go. Is it one hit
Yeah.
is death?
No.
Oh,
Well, actually,
let's go.
let's go, baby. So these are the
Hey.
treasure chests you get, and they will give you coins, but also automatic upgrades to your weapons. And
Awesome.
so, like, the bigger of the bosses you get, the more likely you're gonna have like better. Let me look it up because it must be something with the Twitch integration because I've never seen that before.
It must be. All right, chat. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3, really fast. Otherwise, I just get 3.
That's interesting though that they have like that. That's really cool, actually.
Yeah, I saw that there was like a Twitch integration button, and I was like, sign me TF up, because I got a Twitch. All right, Twitch, light source, a shooting star, or a bat swarm. You can make this worse for me, I
Ooh,
guess.
I mean, honestly, I do like to see you suffer.
I mean, I know. That's why I bring you in call.
Okay, so when you level up your character, Twitch chat can choose whether you will choose 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Oh, so chat chooses this.
And then the bot detected the number of messages sent to chat, and you'll just get a random choice if time runs out or if there's a tie.
Got it. All right, well, you
So-
hear that, Twitch chat? You know how to do. I guess
Yeah,
that. Oh my
so-
God!
My God.
Why? Ah! No! No! This is awful. I hate this. All right, Twitch chat, you know what to do.
This is great. Oh my goodness. This is really interesting.
Oh,
I've
this
never
is
really,
this is fucked.
this
oh,
is great.
what have I
Oh,
done?
this is-
Ah, no! 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 No!
So yeah, you do have like obviously like a certain amount of hit points.
Yes.
And then again, as you level up, and there's also you see these little like fire torches. You can
Yeah.
go and hit them, and sometimes they'll give you food, and that will help with food.
I see. So it's like the Castlevania rules.
I believe so. I've never actually played Chicken Bonanza.
Oh, you fuckers. This is gonna suck.
This is cool. I love this. Oh no! Oh no!
All right, you know what to do, everyone. Pick a number 1, 2, or 3.
This is awesome.
I'm gonna vote for my favorite thing too. Sigma, I swear to God. Yes, 2.
Yay!
This is
You know
wild.
what? I'm gonna be nice to you.
Chicken Bonanza.
So, Snake, basically how this works is that there's Twitch selections for what Voltage will experience as he's going through, and then there's also, whenever he levels up, we can select the next weapon he'll get, or the next upgrade he'll get on his weapons. Yeah.
Yes, and it's all about careful maneuvering and being epic and the like. The only issue is that the windowing is like not great. Like
Yeah.
it does not work well with my overlays, unfortunately. We'll find a way to make it better or something, but I can immediately see why like everyone was just streaming this.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, you know what to do. Pick the one that's gonna. This is my first
Ooh,
playthrough.
This is like, yeah, but this is I picked this game because it was like, well, actually one of my friends bought it for me for Christmas, and because like, I've heard good things about it,
Yeah.
and I was like, this sounds like an interesting, but it's extremely fun. It's like you can sink a lot of hours in it because it's not that hard.
Oh, totally.
And, like literally all you do is just like move around, but man, there's like little secret like levels and stuff, and like.
Oh,
You
I
know,
totally get
there's
it
a little bit of
though.
lore behind it. It's an extremely fun game, just to, like for casual fun.
And it's like a roguelike.
Yeah, so you like it's like every level's different. Well, I shouldn't say every level's different, but like every like you have to reach certain levels with different characters. So like if you reach like level 7 and then you die, you start back from level 1 with the same character again.
I see.
But like yeah.
I like
but
that.
You hate that or you like
No,
that?
I like that. I'm saying like I love games that are easy to pick up, hard to master kind of games.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is like definitely one because like when you start to get to some of the like later once it just gets nasty.
It just
like,
gets
it's just like
absurd.
I have like I have like streamers
Yeah.
from my friends and like my Discord, and like I mean there are just times where like it is like just it's like going so there's so much on screen that it just like starts to lag of how much stuff there is.
Yeah, like
But it's
oh
yeah.
man, like that's the thing is like this game is already luring me into a false sense of like confidence. Like I feel like I'm good at this, but like
yeah. Definitely in the early stages, it's like a lot easier. But then again, like I said, like once you get to those later ones, and especially when like now you have people picking for you, and like or
Yeah.
the game will just randomly pick for you. That's definitely different too.
oh totally,
But,
oh totally,
yeah.
oh no, here we go.
Oh no!
I need to make a hole. I need to get out of the. I need to make a hole. Oh god, this is not good. Okay, there's a hole over there, so if I get out of there, that's a good hole. You know how it is. You know how it is.
You know how it be.
You know how it is. You know how it is. You know how it is.
I really like how we can just make your life hell in this too. Like
Yeah.
we could really screw you over if we wanted to.
Oh yeah. Did you choose that, the circle of flowers, or did that like just happen?
I think it auto picked
Okay.
because I didn't put any, and I don't think anyone else
Ah.
did. Oh, here we go. You know
I
what?
got a treasure.
I like fist bumped every time I got one of these.
Oh wait, hold on too. I gotta pause it because my chat's fucked. Hold on, I gotta
I mean,
pause
if you
this.
keep it on here, then I'll be fine.
Yeah, give
Just
me
hold.
1 sec. Let me just do the general chat box. Properties. It's too long. It needs to be 800. Nope, 900. Properties.
You
9.
know what else is too long?
My fucking penis.
I put you in my resume, by the way.
What? Excuse me?
For the well, I was like, should I put the invited talk that we're doing
Yes.
in my resume? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. So I put you down as one of the panelists.
Let's go. I'm on a resume.
You're on my resume.
Yeah, I gotta get that squared away. So like we got invited because of the thing that we did back in October. We got invited to like just talk about it. So I'm putting that on my invited talks resume as well. And the thing is though, we have to schedule a new meeting for that to get it all sort of squared away.
Yeah.
And so that's on my to-do list for this week. It'll be good.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's a Monday. I haven't streamed on a Monday in a while. Because last week I got a fucking migraine.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was bad.
Last week was the conference, so. Bleh.
What conference?
The conference. It's like a mid-year workshop on internal dosimetry.
Oh, yeah.
So I
Now chat, don't do it.
You know what you need to do.
Now
You know
don't
what you
do
need
it.
to do.
Now don't do it, chat. Now chat. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Ooh, I want to say. I really do like the interactiveness of this, though.
Yeah. What is gravity juggle?
I don't know.
Is that why you chose it?
Oh, I thought I chose C. Oh, I did choose B. Never mind. Maybe that's why I did choose it.
I swear to God, don't pick a Medusa swarm. Whoa, everything is falling down.
Oh shit.
Oh, more bats.
There's so many bats.
Oh no. That's not ideal. That's bad. Oh my God.
That is really funny how everything just goes down and then back up. Just
Ah,
Oh, no.
oh my God.
free passive downers. Stalker.
Oh no,
That
not
sounds fun and
Stalker.
Exciting.
No, that's not fun. That's like the opposite of fun. This is just the Jillian Tortures Voltage stream.
I know, it's so much fun.
Not ideal.
Lovely.
Not ideal.
Oh wait, did I tell you we might be in the same place this summer? For a
How-
little bit?
What do you mean in the same place?
I might have an internship at Oak Ridge.
Oh, hell yeah. I don't think
Yeah.
I'm going to be there this summer. Oh, boy, that's a big one.
Oh.
That's a big one. But I might be, like, eventually doing... it would be more like November.
Oh. Lame.
Yeah, I know. Lame. So
Well,
lame.
maybe I'll be there in November.
Maybe you will.
Well, yeah.
Because you
There's-
got your friggin' gig.
Yeah, we'll see. I've like told my parents about it, and they're like, "Oh my god, take it!" And I'm like, "If I take this, I'm not finishing." So.
Oh, that's not good.
That's fine.
I feel like you should finish, but that's just me.
No, I mean finishing is always good. You know, I want to make sure that everybody finishes and
And everyone's satisfied, and everyone's like,
a
you know,
good time.
had a good time with it. And like,
Wait, I forgot to update y'all about my dating life.
uh-oh. Here it goes. Here it goes.
Oh my
Brace
gosh.
yourselves.
I will be. Wow.
Oh, you dingus,
Interesting.
Sigma. Ah, I wanted the Bible.
The bad.
I wanted the Bible
Bad.
because I wanted to have it in my inventory floating around me.
It's fine. There's a lot of like interesting stuff on here.
Yeah, I have it doesn't feel like it's been. It feels way longer than 9 minutes.
Yeah,
It feels like I've been doing this
it's really
forever.
fun to play this on your Steam Deck too. When you're just like chilling and.
Oh my God.
I want something to play. Oh my god, it's so much fun.
Holy shit. You're so right.
Yeah.
Oh, bats. This is definitely a Steam Deck game. Holy moly. Like, you know how Hades is a game that, like, you can play it a lot in a lot of different places, and it's really easy to pick it up and play. I love roguelikes and roguelites because of that, you know? Like, you
Yeah.
can just start playing and go to town. Jelly
Yeah.
Wall. What the fuck's a jelly wall?
I don't know, and I'm excited to learn.
I don't want to know what a jelly wall
I
is.
want to know what a jelly wall is.
I feel like there's a mathematically best way to do this, you know? Like, there's a mathematically optimal path. Oh,
There
no.
you go. That's your
That's a
next,
jelly wall.
YouTube essay. It's the mathematically best way to play roguelikes.
I will just make a video about, like, the visual design of Final Fantasy VII's Mako reactors. Because Cherenkov radiation. You did this to me, Jillian. You did this to me.
Oh no!
You did this to me. You did this to me.
Oh my god. This is.
You did this to me.
I did this to you. I did this to you.
And there I go. Game over.
Doom.
All right, I did it. Look, I got a
You
new
got 8
achievement.
unlocks.
That's great. Let's look at them. Wait, so if I go to power up, is that what it is?
No, so like there are like new weapons that you can get during your like run, essentially. But then you
Ah.
also have power ups that like so like you have to reach like level 20, 40, 60, 80, and then you'll unlock new new stuff. Yeah.
This game would be great to play when you're brain dead.
Yes, that's why I love to play it. Like literally, if you're on the couch and I like I've been rewatching Parks and Recreation, I'll just like put Parks and Rec in the background and like have it on. It's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I feel like I would definitely like playing this if I were like super tired, you know?
Yeah.
And like that's a video game thing too. Like I'm making this video and like I'll basically say these word for word, but like when I come home, I'm really tired and my brain does not want to like think about things, you know?
I feel like RPG. I love a good RPG and stuff, and like I love
Thank you
it.
for
But
the
like
clips, Nick.
I'm very much like I tank everything. I'm like, so let's tank it. And like there are characters I'm not supposed to tank. Like especially in Fire Emblem, I will like tank everyone, even though that is not like a it's
Right.
not like a tanking game.
That's not what you're
But-
supposed to do.
No, but like, just sometimes it's fun just but anyways, point being is like I understand though.
Yeah.
With just like brain shit offy and then like put your like more like intense games on the weekend.
Yeah,
And you have a little bit
exactly.
more time and like can enjoy them more too.
Exactly. Like, as much as I love my strategy games and my long RPGs, like, gosh dang, that is a real brain sink sometimes, you know?
Yeah.
It's like, sometimes I come home and, like, I don't want to learn the new rules of a video game, you know? Like, I'd much rather just play a game where I just turn my brain off. And that
Let me
is
introduce
this
you to
game.
Vampire Survivors.
Welcome to the perfect game to play as a
When you're-
graduate student.
Yeah, pretty much. And it's pretty cheap too. I think I picked it up on sale for like $4.
Yeah, this was like $3.
Yeah, and I mean, like, again, it's just a perfect game for like brain turn offy. I want to play something, but I don't want to think about it, and that's how I kind of feel about like farming RPGs.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, like,
Is this on the Switch? I think it's on the Switch.
I think is it on the Switch?
Yeah, I need a lot of my head empty games that are still like meaningfully good games, you know? Because frankly, there are so many games that like are really cool and in depth, but they are not head empty by any means, and it's a pain. And this is head empty. This is quite head empty.
I don't think this is on the Switch.
And if it's not on the Switch, it's definitely on Steam. Oh!
I have mine on. It got a honorable mention for Game of the Year at the Game Developers Choice Awards.
Understandable. I mean, look at this. Ooh.
Ooh, I know what I like.
The Crown.
It's good too.
I'd be
It's
down.
just easier, especially like early game, because
Oh,
then you
true.
can like, yeah. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab a snack.
No worries. Chat, how are you tonight? How's your Monday? Chat, do you have any Valentine's plans? If so, what are they? Aaron is at Galentine's right now. Drinking really, really $5 wine on a Monday. So, I hope she's having fun. She might tune in later. Who knows? Let's... Alright. Do... Ooh, Hollow Heart. I'm gonna do that. I should have done that. But I like how they have the stats on the side, too. That's really helpful. Looks like we're getting the Hollow Heart. Now if only I had a way to heal myself. Hey, chat, can you do the light sources for me? So I can get a chance for a chicken? A chicken chance, as it were? Flower Wall, Sigma, you son of a dingus. How dare you?
Hell yeah!
How fucking dare you? How fucking dare you?
On stream.
Horrendous.
This is awful. This is like literally.
This is
I'm
the
like eating chips. This like feels like, you know, when you're like watching an argument play out in front of you and you just like want to bring out a full thing of popcorn.
This is just how it is with
This
for
is
you.
me, but I have chips and dip and like just.
This is comedy to you, I take it. Chicken Bonanza, give me a Chicken Bonanza. Please, I'm asking nicely. Would you please? Jillian selected a Chicken Bonanza. Let's go. And Sigma also selected a Chicken Bonanza. Let's go. I love Chicken
That's really
Bonanza.
cool how they have like the names of when Switch like did it too. I think that's really
Yeah,
cool.
so that way I can like shout you out in chat, or I can yell at you for being a dillweed. You know how that is, though. Chicken.
Chicken Bonanza. Nice.
Very. Ah, more bats! More bats! Ah! I'm going to make my pick, but you all can make your pick too. It's all good. I definitely understand, like, why all the fucking HoloLive streamers are streaming this too. So many of them were. I remember seeing highlights and I was like, oh, this game looks neat. I didn't make the connection that this game was that until I bought it. And I was like, oh, this is that game. Cool.
That's that thing that I was like thinking about.
Yeah. I think the strategy I have right now is like when mass waves come for it, it's to like get out of there as fast as possible and then come back to it and pick everything up. Because it doesn't go away.
That's usually what I do, because it doesn't, like, I mean, you'll get a lot of damage even if you hit the edge. Like, it's not worth dying just to try to, like, get there.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, the wings. I want the wings. Santa water? That's fun.
Okay. I love Vampire's Day. I love it.
You love Vampire's Day.
I really do. You
Oh,
know,
no.
that's me-
There they
my
are
dream of
again.
being a bat. Bat?
A bath.
Bat.
A BAFTA winning award winner.
BAFTA. BAFTA these nuts.
BAFTA. BAFTA,
No.
these messages will be right back.
I just like celebrating love. You know, and I love how everything's hearts and like cute.
Everything's red and
Yeah.
full of hearts.
And full of hearts. And it makes me like happy. It's just like
Why
so
does that
cute.
make you happy?
Because I don't know. I love love. I like, you know, I'm like,
You're a
I-
person who likes love quite a bit.
I feel like I'm a loving person too, where I love just like being like not in love with my friends. Like, it's gonna be like I love being in love with my friends, but I do love my friends. and I think it's, like,
love with my friend.
I'm in love with everyone I meet, and they're in love with me as they should.
As they should be.
Even though I am deeply afraid of intimacy, but like, you know, I don't know. I just think it's like a fun day that even if you are single, and I know that and if you are in a relationship, then like, you know, the day before like Valentine's Day is always a good, you know, day to like spend time with your friends. But I think like we should also celebrate like all kinds of love, not just like romantic love on this day.
I'm glad you have such a front-running, progressive view of Valentine's Day.
I don't know. I mean, like, I get people that are like salty over it, and I've had friends that are like, "Oh my god, it's Valentine's Day."
Oh my
And I'm
god,
like,
it's Valentine's Day. I hate
Like,
everything
I don't
about
know.
that.
I mean, like, you know, I am. I mean, I shouldn't be one to talk, but like, you know, I think that there's, you know, like nice, you know,
There's
nice
reasons
spend
to
time with
celebrate.
friends too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
love is what you make of it. Love is not always the physical
Love-
sort.
Yeah.
Love can be the
All
emotional.
types of love. So,
I only wish I had directional influence. Minnow Rush, no, you stinko. You horrible, horrible stinko. Snake with the flower wall.
our wall.
Ah, oh my lord.
Oh.
Big bull boys. And the bats. There's so many of them bats too. Okay, out of the way of the bats. We don't like bats. Oh my god, everything just started really swarming in. Holy moly.
Yeah, welcome to this game. They'll have like waves where a lot of things coming towards you too. to,
Yeah, I
like,
bet they have enemies in waves.
yeah. Pet.
Pet. What is a pet?
See, these are like ones that I've never heard like of before. So it must be like unique to Twitch integration, which is really cool.
Probably. Let's see what
Yeah.
pet does. And if you don't vote for pet, I'm gonna be upset.
Me, Snake, and Sigma are like controlling your whole life right now.
It's true. You really are. I found my chicken reserves. I must not stray too far from the chicken reserves.
But
Oh!
oh,
Full heals.
wow. Nice. Wow. Wow.
It's like the anime sound effect from, what is it, like Konosuba? Is that what it's from?
Wow.
You know, that
Oh, I know
every
what you're
anime
talking about
VTuber,
now.
every anime tuber uses it when they like, there's something slightly dirty. Oh shit, that did damage very fast. That did very fast.
Pouring on and off.
An attract orb. I'm gonna try this attract orb.
Track these nuts.
Attract. Sigma, it's not A. It's a number.
Maybe he's doing the other thing. Yeah,
Oh!
nah, I'm gonna say.
Cleared through that hallway pretty fast. What can I say? I'm pretty good.
Dang, we do be hunting these vampires.
Damn, we
though.
do be surviving these vampires.
We do be surviving. Oh, those are the Medusas.
Medusa's
Interesting.
heads definitely just freeze me in place, don't they?
I don't know.
They
'Cause
100%
I'm so good at this
do.
game that I've actually never gotten hit before. I like reached level 60 on my first try.
Uh-huh. And what's at level 60 on your first try?
What was it? What?
What was it like reaching level 60 on your
I
first
actually
try?
met God, and he congratulated me directly for being so good at video games as a woman.
What do you mean? God's a woman?
No, I'm a woman, and God congratulated me. On being so good at video games as a woman.
Wow, that's a lot. That's a lot
Yeah.
of treasure.
Yeah.
Vampire Hunters is addictive. Oh, now we have 4. Now you can fire 4. Let's do it.
Why not? Why not?
Wobbuffet. Oh, this is so cool. This is a really fun one. Honestly, like, I get it.
I'm glad you enjoy it. It was my recommendation for you.
Yeah.
For your like new things to try in 2023, and I was like, a fellow grad student who also enjoys video games but is like super stressed at the end of the day. Yeah, I know what you need.
Yeah, like, for those of you who don't know, chat, I asked everyone in the Discord server to send me up to 3 pieces of media, whether they were video games, movies, short TV series, or books, or albums, to listen to in 2023, because I wanted to branch out and, like, do the things that my friends liked. I wanted to see what they liked, you know? Because it would help with my, like, analysis paralysis a little bit. Like, there's so much to play, so little time, you know? So this was, like, one of those ways I would mitigate that to an extent. And this was one of Jillian's, in addition to other things. So it's pretty cool. It's quite fun. So, like, Ping Pong the anime was one that I got through recently, and since I finished Ping Pong the animation, I'm now watching Haibane Ranmei, which is good. And I watched that while I was resetting for Ho-Oh. I got the shiny Ho-Oh eventually in Heart Gold, so I finished my Heart Gold replay. Or first playthrough of Heart Gold, but like the Johto remix games, you know? And now that I finished Heart Gold, I'm gonna play more of Conquest off stream, because I think Conquest is a great game, but I want to play it off stream. I think it's much better played off stream than on, you know? So that's where I'm at. And it's been good. But like some of the games are like Bug Fables, for example, and like that's pretty straightforward. One of the things Matt sent me was like Meditations by Marcus Aurelius, so I've been listening to that while walking to the office, which has been good. You know, I'm trying to just be a more well-educated, worldly individual, you know? I'm trying to broaden my horizons, try new things in 2023, so that I can eventually, you know, be a more well-read, more learned person. And
Like
not
getting a PhD isn't enough.
well, yeah, but I mean, like,
But
I
yeah.
especially just I don't want to live in the comforts forever. I don't want to live in the comfort of my own safety games forever. Oh,
fair.
this is gonna suck. I need to find the chicken ASAP.
There's like some where like you can increase like the like cooldown of your weapons, and then also like increase the like speed of them. So you just get like, again, it's just like there's so much happening at once, and you're just like chilling.
Yeah.
I can like, there's like one time I just sat in the same position and I just let my game go, because like literally I was like, this is actually probably better for me to like just sit here and do nothing. You
Yeah,
actually move
just
around.
listen to the banger, like, Sega Genesis-esque soundtrack.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious. This is not a game to play if you get easily overwhelmed.
No, not at all.
Not at all. This. Oh, what if I just did this? What if I spammed it myself? Yeah, because, like, I'm able to function decently well without getting overwhelmed, but, like, this is... You just have to look for the little path and blaze your trail. Ooh, I don't know if I want the garlic or if I want the armor.
Garlic's really nice because it will essentially like have like a little bubble around you. And
Oh,
then it
yeah,
will
I
just,
see.
like destroy it. So like if you're like kind of in those situations where you're gonna keep getting like that people get close, it will just automatically kill them, or at least give some damage, especially like
Sure.
paired. And then there's also like weapons pairings that will happen together. So like if you pair X with Y, then you'll get a new weapon. which
Oh,
is
that's
really fun.
cool.
Yeah, it's
That's
a lot
really
of,
neat.
It's like a lot of late game stuff that makes the game still fresh. Like I've put like at least like maybe 20 hours into it, and I still have not finished it at all.
Really? So I take it then you can actually beat the game too.
Yeah, I think so. You have like an ending point where like I mean you can beat it, but then you can still put more challenges for yourself. Like
Sure.
there's like you can like beat Stardew Valley, but there's still like new challenges and other things
Right.
that you can like.
That's
go
one
into.
thing, actually. Like, the idea of, like, how much do you have to play a game before you can consider yourself, like, well-versed with it, right? Because some people
Yeah.
think that you have to, like, beat the whole game, roll the credits, and that's enough. And then there's some people who think that, like, you have to get everything in the game. And then there are people who are like, you play it until you personally feel satisfied. And, like, that's honestly one of the reasons why I ended up just, like, moving off of, like, certain websites to maintain, like, my backlog for games, because, like, the arbitrariness of like, when do you
No.
consider a game beaten, you know?
Sigma, come on, like get them some like good stuff. Don't just do light sources. So no, but like I agree with you. It's like you can think of yourself well versed in Pokemon and not capture every single Pokemon
Exactly.
there is.
Exactly.
So like I mean no, and I'm also like really bad with memory stuff, but like and again like I mean I'm well versed in Stardew Valley where
Yeah.
I feel like I know stuff my friends don't, and I like so it's.
Whoa,
Yeah.
I'm just getting level ups. What the fuck?
I think you got a lot of experience coming in at once.
Yeah, that's probably it.
But
But, like, I think about all the side quests in, like, Heart Gold, for example, right? And I think about how many things there are to do in Heart Gold. And, like, I don't need to get every single high level in the Pokeathlon. Like, I went and beat Red, and that's, like, enough.
Yeah.
And, frankly, I think that Heart Gold and Soul Silver, like, you don't actually beat those games until you beat Red. Not Lance, but, like, Red.
yeah.
And it makes a lot more sense, the level curve does, once you consider Lance not being the final boss, but instead Red being the final boss.
Yeah.
So all of that, I guess, is to say, how you finish a game really comes down to personal preference. And, like, you can play a game for, obviously, playing a game for a longer period of time is not going to be a bad thing, provided you enjoy it, right?
Exactly. Like people gatekeep a lot of things, and I do think like video games is like one of them. But like, I just like why?
Right,
There's no
like-
reason to, but like also like just do whatever makes you and enjoy. Like,
Right. Like, I don't have to finish a game I'm not enjoying. Like, the whole point
no.
is that I have the
Completely.
autonomy to, like,
Yeah.
not play a game I don't like playing. Like... And that's the thing, that was one of the rules of my, like, friend media thing. Like, I don't have to finish the media, I just have to try it. Like, if I decide
Exactly,
I don't
and,
like it, at least
yeah.
I tried it,
Yeah, and like we're not always gonna have the same taste all the time, and it might be like but like at least you tried it, and that was like part of your thing. It's like trying
Exactly.
new things, and like because if you're not enjoying yourself, then you're just gonna make yourself miserable. Like,
Exactly. I don't want to do something that I don't like, right? Like, so that's the whole point. Oh,
like,
door.
I have only so much free time in a
Oh,
day.
dear.
Like, oh god, oh no. Oh.
I don't know what happened, but I got out of there.
But you know, like, I mean, like, honestly, we only have so much time, so much things to do in a day.
Ah, there it is. I died.
But
Game
you made it to
over.
level 20, so you unlock the next map. Yay!
Oh, level 20. Holy shit. I got to level
Yeah,
27.
level 27.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And you can also see how much DPS you had and how much damage everything had.
I like
always
that.
thought
The
was, like,
cross
really
was
cool.
doing
Yeah.
the most.
How many like enemies you defeated, and it's really cool. Yeah.
That's
So,
good.
Yeah.
That's good. All right. So we
It's
have.
addicting. I easily have like sunk many hours in this game for a reason.
Oh, and then you can just like power up so that way you're like
Mhm.
better just off the
Yeah.
bat. Ah, okay.
So, like, and also like per rank. So like I'm pretty sure like the ranks are like your levels, and so like you can get more automatically every time you go. So
I
it's like
see.
picking up the power. Well, actually no, I think maybe the ranks are the power, like the levels up. I don't know.
I
It's
see.
something.
Okay,
But I
that's
keep
cool.
saying-
This reminds you of Dead Cells? What is
Well, Dead
Dead?
Cells is a like side scroller, right?
I think.
It's
Should
like
I
supposed to be
unlock
similar to Castlevania.
Pascalina? And
Maybe they're like similar aesthetics.
oh, I see. And now you just have like you start with different things. Okay.
Yeah,
oh,
and then
now
once
there's
you like
new
unlock
places.
different ones, then you get new like there's like there's like pages of characters. It's really stinking cool.
Should I start from Mad Forest with the new character or the new place with the new character?
It's up to you.
Holy moly. All right, let's do Inlaid Library. Let's see what happens. Okay, so that's how that character works. Oh, and this looks like it's like specifically got barriers. Got it. Oh, this is different. Oh, this is different. Okay, okay. Yeah, so this is just like one long hallway. Okay.
Yep.
As opposed to the other one, which is a Taurus. This is just a...
Yep.
Not
That's
a
why it's
Taurus.
called the inlaid library. Yeah.
That makes sense. Not a Taurus.
Not a Taurus.
It's a
Leo.
Virgo.
Oh. We have two different things.
Alright, let's see here. Sorry, and by the way, apologies if you're hearing like weird clicks in the background. I got cast in a project that uses Guilded. Like the app Guilded. It's like Discord, but better for projects. And like I haven't figured out how to turn on to Do Not Disturb. Which is a little tricky, but like, you know, I'm getting through it. I need to record for it still, but whatever. I'll record for it when I do. It'll be fine. The only tricky part is like I have to match up my lines to the audio, but like I don't have a paper script. I just have to like watch the video, but the problem is like it's not isolated necessarily. So it's a little tricky, to put it very mildly. It's not the most convenient to record, but it's a really cool project. It's just it's a little awkward, and I have to like it takes actual considered effort to like go and record it. I can't just like, you know, prepare with my character and think about like, okay, how do they respond to this? But like I actually have to go in and set things up technically too, which is always a little tricky. So that's that project, and it's cool. Lou's in it too, so we have all good. We all good in this town, in this neighborhood. Life's pretty epic in that regard.
Life is pretty epic.
It's getting warm here. The snow all melted, which is nice.
It's been really rainy today, and I mean, like, it rains all the time, but like, it's
Yeah.
been like really, like, it started. My like window was all steamed up because of like.
Oh
I had the
no,
heat
not
on
a
and,
jelly
like,
wall.
Would you like jelly wall or jelly wall? My personal preference is jelly wall.
Jelly wall.
Okay, I want to do this one for you because this is gonna make your life easier.
Sounds good. Yeah, the whip is gonna make it so
Yeah,
much
I was
easier.
gonna say, especially with this one, it's really difficult not having like because of like the way that the like map is.
Oh,
like,
totally.
Having the whip really helps.
Oh, totally.
I made that mistake once or twice.
That's the thing. Learning, you have to make mistakes when you learn. Like, you can't do
Yeah.
it perfectly the first time. That's the thing. That's one of the most important things I've learned with my PhD is that, like, sometimes you literally just have to fail. You have to, like, struggle with it. It's not going to be immediate. But, like, as long as you can demonstrate that you worked on it, you know, it's better than
Yeah.
nothing, right?
Well, I mean, like, failing is still good science because then it shows that like it didn't work. And like, but also like failing yourself, like I feel like I understand something much better once I fail at it because then I remember, you know, it's like when you got a homework problem wrong, you go back and you learn how to do it correctly.
Right.
And then I'm like, oh, I remember this problem because I got it wrong.
Yeah.
It's like, you know.
That's why I really hate homework problems being, like, graded and part of your final grade. Because,
No.
in my opinion...
Yeah, no, I agree completely.
In
No,
my
I agree
opinion,
completely. It's
no,
like,
no,
I
I'm
hate
trying
feel like
to
I'm getting
soapbox
punished for doing
here.
my homework. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, here's my stance, right? Homework is designed to be the place where you practice, and it feels really bad to fail in practice, but at least you're not failing on the final exam, right? But to fail
Exactly.
on the homework and then have it also count for your grade makes it feel like this is a mini quiz, you know?
It is, yeah.
Like, it would be so much more effective if homework wasn't graded, provided you could then convince all the students in the course that just because it's not graded,
You need to do it.
yeah, it would be like,
Yeah, that's like a big thing. It's like, but it is also like if you care about it and you feel like you need to understand the material better, then like you're gonna do the homework, right?
right, exactly.
And you're gonna put like, I mean, there's a bunch of responsibility put on yourself, especially as a college student, to like go and basically be your own success story.
Right,
'Cause
exactly.
nobody's gonna like your mom's not gonna be by you and be like, do your homework. Like, you gotta do it yourself. And if you are having trouble and need help,
You
it's
have
up
to
to
go
you.
ask for it. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, I feel like if I were
And
a
that
professor,
was like that was a
oh.
lesson that I really needed to learn, like probably
Yeah.
earlier than later. But
Oh,
it's
yeah.
fine.
if I were a professor and like I was like teaching, you know, even if it's like a big course, oh, I should not be hugging this wall. If I were teaching a very large course,
Yeah.
I feel like it would be really useful, or like I feel like my teaching mindset, what is going
What
on
the
here?
heck is that?
Vegetation.
Whoa. That's really cool. I've never seen that before. Oh my god! And it keeps kind of. It's so cool.
Yeah, so my thought is that I would probably say like, yeah, homework is not graded, but it's highly encouraged because you might see exam problems that look very similar to homeworks.
Yeah.
Or homeworks would be like parts of exams would eventually like use things you've learned from homework. And then like I just keep track of, you know, who showed up to discussion or office hours or whatever.
Well, like you usually have like recitation.
Exactly.
Like especially with those big ones that like you could go and do different homework problems with a TA.
Exactly.
And those, you know, it's like something like that. I think is super helpful too. Where like, you know, but yeah.
Right. I feel like then if people complained like, "Oh, you didn't teach me." It's like, "Well, I offered you
I
homework.
did.
I offered you office
Yeah.
hours. I offered you a discussion. You apparently didn't show up to any of them, and that's why you're getting a C-. That's why you're failing. That's
Yeah.
why you're doing this." And like obviously like if someone doesn't know how to, you know, take advantage of those opportunities, like, you know, I feel like it's worth
What is that? Oh my god.
what is going on here?
What is that? I feel. I don't understand.
I feel like it's college is where you learn how to be an adult and like admit that you don't know everything, even if it's like really hard to do, because
Yeah.
it's one thing to do something that's difficult. It's another thing to do something that in the moment is easy, but in the long term yields like no results, you know? I think it's
Well,
I
yeah.
think it's much more important to like admit that you don't know something now and then like get better than it is to pretend like you know it and then you don't,
Well,
and then
it's-
you end up in a
oh,
worse
yeah.
spot.
Exactly, and like, you know, that's the thing we like always teach about. It's like you are experts on your field, but you still don't know everything.
Yeah.
Or like, it
Like,
is
I don't
so
know
much easier
shit
to-
about, like-
Yeah.
Like how to operate a reactor. I genuinely don't know that.
Yeah.
Or like, you know, people
Sometimes I have to put on my nuclear engineering mind, and I'm like, oh god, it's been a while
reactor
since I put this
physics,
on.
chemical
Yeah.
shim. What's chemical shim?
Ugh. I don't even know. That's like me whenever somebody talks to me about detectors, my mind just goes blank. I'm like, yeah, totally.
My
That's
dosimetry
something.
brain has really fallen away,
Oh
unfortunately.
man, I love dosimetry though.
I love
Like,
dosimetry too, and I love like being able to communicate. Rad bio is super
Yeah.
useful. I
oh
really,
yeah.
if my editing skills, my video editing skills were better, I would make a video on so many things related to like radiation in pop culture and media, or like physics and
Oh,
media,
dude.
like
Dude,
nuclear
oh
physics
my
too, like
God.
the Cherenkov radiation in a Mako reactor, or like photon geyser, the move in Pokemon, and like Necrozma, and how like
Yeah.
basically anyone who fights a Necrozma is just like dead in like a month. You know, like
Yeah.
it's literally got a move called Light That Burns the Sky. You tell me.
Yeah.
Or
It's-
like,
it's, oh,
or the
no,
move
I-
Necrozma's main signature move is called Photon Geyser, and I'm just sitting here like, oh, that's not good. Oh, that's
think that,
real
like,
not good.
nuclear and like, and I'm about to actually, but like I think like nuclear has been so media sized that it's
Yeah.
like it's been great because it does put us on like the map, but and then again it's like usually in a negative manner.
Right.
But again, at the end of the day, you got to think about why do we have media?
Mhm.
People want you to watch media, and so they're gonna make it interesting enough that you're gonna watch it and tell your friends about it, so that they go and watch it, and then you have the cycle.
Right.
You know?
And like that's the thing too, is that nuclear physics is such a like whoa term. You know, you think about the Oppenheimer
Yeah.
movie coming out, and like it's
Yeah.
a draw specifically because it's about nuclear warfare. And it's
Well, and
it's something that just like the the common folk, but like, you
Yeah.
know,
no, it's
my farmer family don't know how it works. And like they know a lot of things, but they don't know how a nuclear reactor really works beyond it boils water, you know?
no, exactly. Like,
Oh, where's the chicken? There's that chicken. Oh, chicken, come to me. Chicken. More chicken. I need more chicken. Okay. We can do this. We can do this. No more beelining to the chicken now.
no, but like, I think it's also like a really difficult subject where like a lot of I don't even understand nuclear physics. I'm, in like my field,
Yeah.
and
I mean,
it's like it's
yeah.
still difficult to like explain these really big concepts into like terms that even I understand.
Exactly.
With
Like,
the level of schooling I have, and so it's like really hot and sexy to like kind of make fun of it because again, it's like we can make fun of stuff we don't really understand.
right. The best
But-
that I can say is just that like nuclear physics is just like a really small game of billiards, and that's about it. Oh
Yeah.
no. Because like photons are just bouncing off stuff, and electrons are just doing shit, and like, bro, I don't even fucking know what those neutrinos be doing.
I don't think neutrinos know what neutrinos we do.
Neutrinos are so strange.
And well, it's like also it's like really random. It's like we can't say like
Yeah.
it's like that's like literally there's a lot of stuff we can talk about this but
We interviewed someone who did work on neutrino detection today, like for a potential future student in our group, and I'm just like, I have no idea how you've done this, but like, good for you. Like, you're clearly gonna be fine as a PhD student. But I was just like, yes, very
indeed.
true, very true,
Yes.
so true.
So I like to solve the crossword puzzle, like the USA Today crossword puzzle every
Yeah.
day, right?
Yeah.
My fastest time, 4 minutes and 7 seconds.
Oh my god.
My average time is 8 minutes.
Damn.
For the quick cross, my fastest time is 15 seconds, and my average time is 32 seconds.
Jesus Christ.
I just kept like. Actually, I'm gonna message my friend.
Yep, I'm gonna die.
Game over.
Read.
That's good. I got 3 new unlocks. Let's see what I got. Pascalina's cool. I'm gonna try Gennaro Belpaese.
Gennaro. Yeah, so then you get +1 all projectile for all weapons, or any weapon that does a projectile, you get an automatic +1. And then also you can see on the left,
Too
you
late.
have like special, you have special abilities in each stage as well. So this gives you +25 move speed.
Oh, fuck yeah. I didn't even realize that. That's great.
Yeah.
I
feel
love
like if you-
moving.
Yeah, it makes life a lot easier too. 'Cause, like, get out of the way, get out of the way.
Yeah. The
Um,
issue is that, like, you have to run away and then turn around and face
And
them.
grab the stuff, and then yeah. But yeah, it's like I said, there's a lot of like little things in here too that are pretty fun, just to like.
What is Crab Fest?
We're about to find out, bitch.
Uh-oh. Yeah, just got a homework where I have to check Answer with Friends and assemble and turn it in. That's kind of cool.
I used to, my freshman year engineering class was like honor, you know, I mean like I was like in an honors freshman engineering, and like
Oh, look
we
at
could
you.
literally check our homework with the TA before turning it in. So that's what I used to do. Is like just go and check in my homework with the TA.
That's
And it
like
was
nice
pretty.
though.
Yeah.
I would genuinely do that a lot more. Like if I didn't feel like in undergrad, I didn't go to office hours a ton unless I was really struggling. Like if I had a vague understanding.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Crabs!
There's so many of them! Oh my god! We just quickly found out like. Oh my
That's what a crab rush is. That's what a crab rush is. Understood. That's what a crab rush is.
Oh, that was hilarious. Us panicking.
I'm definitely not lasting long on this one because of the
No, you're
crabs.
not. Oh my god!
They just keep coming. There's so many crabs. Oh my god.
I want the crab wave.
I just
Oh,
died
no.
to the crabs.
That was man.
I'm gonna do that one again.
Oh man, sometimes you win some, you lose some. That was really funny.
I'm gonna try Arca. Arca Ladonna. So I get a move
Yeah, so
speed.
you can see the. Yeah.
Time limit's 30 minutes. So like you have to
So
live.
after 30 minutes, basically the Grim Reaper will come and you will die.
Okay.
I've reached that time limit before.
So the idea is that like, you know, that if you make it to 30 minutes, that's like the win basically.
You can like technically like. I don't want to spoil too much for you because I think some of the fun of this game is just kind of figuring stuff out for yourself.
Sure.
But like, there's also ways to like get around it, and that's like also some of the secret parts of this game.
Oh, survive the Grim Reaper.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's a very fun game with a little bit of like bits just to still keep you entertained. But again, it's a good brain. Like I said, I played this game a lot on my deck too because it's just fun to like,
Yeah.
brain turn off and go from there.
Steam Decks are always a good option. I love my Steam Deck, even though like I don't use it as much as I should because I get too
Yeah,
tired
I
during the
agree.
evening, and I'm like, I'm tired. I don't want to play this. Even though like I have Dragon Quest on there, and Dragon Quest is just like adult fairy tales, you know.
I just think, I mean, honestly, I'm usually at my place. Like, if I want to play something, then I can just go on my PC and play it.
Exactly.
Too. So like, but like sometimes I'm not always at my house, so I just like it's really nice if I'm like going on a trip.
Oh,
'cause
totally.
I travel a lot for like everything, then it just makes my life a lot easier.
Yeah,
Especially
100%.
going for-
100%. I took my Steam Deck to Europe, which was kind of a mistake because I had to take it out at security every single time, and they'd always be like,
Time,
"What is
yeah.
this?" And I'd be like, it's a gaming thing," and they'd be like, "Show me." And I'd be like, "Oh my god, more crabs." And I would be like, I'd open up my Steam Deck and all the crabs would come out, and they'd be like, "Sir, you can't bring all these crabs into
Crabs
Greece."
on the plane.
Crabs on a plane.
My favorite movie.
Do you think anyone's gotten crabs from an airplane?
I mean, if you join the Mile High Club.
Mile High.
Mile High Club.
What is the bubbles? Whoa. That was strange. I have not. Well, yeah, no. Yeah, that's all I'll say. I'm pretty confident I almost walked in on someone doing the Mile High Club though. Because I was waiting in line for the bathroom and I saw someone walk out and I was like, okay, time to go in my turn. But the door was still locked right behind it and I was like, wait, what? And then another person came out and I was like, did I just like hallucinate someone leaving or were they fucking in there? Oh, gold fever. Gold fever. Oh boy. That sounds like me when I've had too much gold.
And I have a fever, and the only thing that can
Is more cowbell.
more gold.
More gold. I have a fever, and the only prescription is more gold. More gold.
I was watching Wedding Crashers the other night, and I never realized that Christopher Walken was in that movie.
Is he actually?
Yeah, he plays the dad.
Plays
like,
the
They
dad.
basically he like plays like the secretary of shit. I think like
The
commerce.
secretary of shit.
Yeah, the secretary of shit. No, he plays like the secretary of commerce, I believe, or like
Yeah.
the economic.
Sure.
I really feel like
That's what I recognize this tile set from. This tile set's from like RPG Maker. It looks like it.
Oh.
I think it looks like it. Hello, Fab, a kid. Fab 32123 kid. Thank you for choosing the candy box. I appreciate it. Let's get a new
cool.
item.
I didn't know. That's really dope.
Let's do a new item.
This
What
is
should
really
I get?
Cool seeing the like switch. Yeah.
Yeah, should I do lightning ring or should I do?
That's fun.
Let's do it.
Laurel's fun too.
Laurel
Oh,
is fun.
Yeah.
You mean Yanny?
Yeah. Get them all. Go.
Hell
keep going.
yeah.
Keep going.
No.
And let's just what should we do? Let's do the attract orb. I want to get the attract orb so I can like get more stuff out of this.
That's also nice because then you don't have to like. Ooh.
Yeah.
There's also did I tell you I got invited?
What did you get invited to?
A hot dog eating contest.
Oh yeah, you did. Tell
Yeah.
tell the chat, everyone.
So like
Everyone,
I've
Jillian
been,
got
like,
invited to a
yeah,
hot dog
I,
eating
like,
competition.
Okay,
She wanted to
so
see the fastest glizzy guzzler.
That's pretty much it. And then taking a shot of Underberg, which is like a digestif from Germany. It's like a
what from
shot. It's
Germany?
40% liquor. It's 40% liquor, but it has like a bunch of like, it's like almost similar to like Jägermeister.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
like a lot of herbs and like that kind of like, so it's supposed to like
Yeah.
help settle your stomach down like after a meal.
Yeah.
So like, I've started becoming a regular at this bar and I don't know how to feel about it, but like one of the,
Welcome to your
like-
mid-20s.
I know, I feel,
Welcome to
I
your
come in-
mid-20s. You go to
Yeah,
the bar
well-
to that's your third
Well,
place.
I love
Work,
PBR.
home,
like
bar.
pretty much, and they have free Wi-Fi, and I was like, do I start doing my work here?
Honestly, that sounds kind of fun. Like if I were a single, like just looking to just like be somewhere, that seems like not a bad place to be.
Well, then you spend a lot of money,
Oh yeah.
and that's not a
Fucking
good
hell. I just ate shit right there. That was bad. Okay. Let's go back to the original zone, but we'll use Pascalina or Imelda. Oh, actually I'm going to use Imelda in the thriving haven in Mad Forest. I'm going to do that. Use it for a new way of doing it. See how we do. You got invited to a hot dog eating competition.
Yeah, so basically the bartender is like around my age, so we get to like chatting and stuff, and he's like, and like I've been hanging out with him and his friends for a little bit too, and he's like he just like, I don't know why, but then he started like seeing how fast he can eat hot dogs, so we literally like made a whole like competition based around him on who can eat hot dog the fastest and then take a shot of Underberg
Oh my
after.
god.
And I was like, that's king shit.
That's
Like,
king
like
shit.
iconic.
That's fire. Also, hi Shane, we're playing Vampire Survivors. You can help. You can play along too by
can play
pressing
along
A,
with
B, or
us.
C.
We
You can choose a luck
Moses'
boost.
life miserable.
You can make my life hell, or you can make it not as hell. It's an
It's not as
interactiveness.
fun if it's not hell.
You get so many different options to do. You can get a luck boost, which is really cool. You can also get Imp Swarm, like what Sigma has just decided would be a good idea.
Yeah, but this was
You
one
can
of
choose
my
one,
favorite
2, or 3.
games of 2022, and so I told Voltage, hey, you should play it, and then here we are playing it.
And here we are
Here
playing.
we are.
Yeah, this is top-down
Playing
Dynasty
the
Warriors.
game.
Kind of, sort of. Not really, because I don't attack. I just move. Like, the only finger I have doing anything right now is my thumb on the left control stick. Everything else is automatic.
Yep, which is also really nice. Like, it's a really good, we were chatting about this a little bit earlier, it's like good, like, brain shut off kind of game.
Yeah. This was one of Jillian's, like, recommend me a piece of media. So, that we are doing. So we have 3. We have Rosary Stalker or Polter Roulette. You be the judge, chat. It's up to you. Shane is picking the Polter Roulette, and Cry has picked the Stalker. Thanks, Cry. Very cool. Very cool.
Not the nice one. They picked it too.
They picked the mean one. And it's sort of like you vote, right? So now you can choose here, like, A, B, or C. But you have to do 1, 2, or 3.
These like vote for like different weapons and other like level ups that Voltage can get, and then on the right is like different things that will happen on the map. And so like the Rosary is something good, Stalker and Polter like Roulette are like 2 other like enemies that Voltage can encounter.
Exactly.
Face off. So yeah.
Oh, there's the bats.
Oh, that's what the Stalker is. Oh, interesting. Okay.
The Stalker's that green thing?
I think so. Yeah.
That's
Which makes
probably...
sense because he stalks you.
Yeah. You ever had
amazing.
a stalker?
I don't think so. I feel like I'm turning into a stalker though.
Why do you
That
feel like
sounds
you're
weird.
turning into a stalker?
Okay, so like, yeah, the guy that like bartends.
Yeah. You're bartending.
Now I memorized
Your bartender boy.
my bartender boy. I've told you about him, but yeah, like.
Share only as much as you want about him on
No, I
stream.
will... No.
All we'll say is he's a bartender, and also he's 45.
He is 45 actually. It's really interesting. You know, I take him to the retirement home and back on the shifts.
You
and,
like massage his joints.
Yeah, after each shift, I do a nice foot massage.
Thank you so much for the health. Very appreciate it.
That's what you're like, you know, you use your same like, thank you so much for the subscribe.
Yeah, thanks so much for the health. What
thank
is
you so much
that?
for the health. It'll free time.
Oh.
There you go. So you can
That
have, like,
is
switch
useful.
through. Yeah.
That's a bart. Yeah, Jillian. What Jillian does with this bartender boy, the Glizzy Guzzler bartending boy, is that she helps him walk home with his cane, and then she rubs Eucerin on his joints and knees.
I do biofreeze too on special days.
Yeah, exactly. And,
Whenever he's like, we had a really rough day, then I do.
and what is a
No,
biofreeze?
but here's something interesting is
Yeah.
that he was a poli-sci major,
Yeah,
and
during the Reagan administration.
no, but I went to his house, which is really interesting. He grew up in Alaska.
Oh, really?
And so,
Where in
but
Alaska?
His parents were like Fairbanks.
Oh, I love Fairbanks.
Yeah. So
Fairbanks
like,
rocks. I've been to Fairbanks.
But like I grew up in the South with like
That's
conservative
foul.
parents. He grew up in Alaska with like super liberal parents. So like I'm at his house and
Minarush!
I'm-
Oh, Lord!
I'm like going to his room and it is like all like Obama stuff. Like there's like an Obama flag by his bed and I'm like,
I love that for him.
okay, I respect that.
Barack
like,
Hussein Obama. Shout outs.
yeah, and it was like, it just, I was like, and then he was like, oh yeah, I used to have cardboard cutouts of Bernie and Obama.
But
And I
not
was
Hillary.
Like, well, like I'm also kind of drunk, so I'm like this is the first time at his place. And
Sure.
I'm just like, this is like, it feels like a weird fever dream where I like, you know, I was like, is Obama gonna like watch over me as I sleep tonight?
Obama's
like-
always watching you.
Obama really does watch over me as I sleep.
He watches you
And-
through your webcam.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Julian.
that was interesting. I will admit that.
been watching you hook up with a lot of guys. And I have to say, I
have
was
seen your
not
tits.
pleased with the amount of men that you slept with in 2022. Oh no, the flowers. The flowers, they're back.
The flower.
The flowers. I got a flower, and I'm gonna do it. 10 out of 10 Obama voltage, thank you.
Oh. Your turn. Go get the fire stuff. Go get the fire stuff, girl. There you go.
I wanted to save it so that I could, like, you know, kick ass. Take names, play some card games. Treasure!
Ooh, yeah.
I found a
It's
treasure.
Yes.
How do you feel about the people who pronounce the EA sound as an A as opposed to an eh? They say major and
what?
treasure.
Oh, so you mean everybody in the Midwest?
That's not how people in the Midwest talk. Jillian,
How do you
I literally
say
live in the
Wisconsin?
Midwest and I say measure.
How do you say Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
Jillian,
Wisconsin?
you spent a summer in Wisconsin.
Wisconsin?
I've lived in Wisconsin for 5 years.
You know, that's like a typical like Midwestern when you like say like, or like Canadian. Like like a measure. I like to measure this. That's like a Midwest thing.
My grandma.
Look, I grew up Lutheran. I know like
Yeah.
some of.
You grew up Lutheran in the South, Jillian.
I did grow up Lutheran in the South because you can see where the Germans settled of where the Lutheran churches are in South Carolina. Fun
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah. No, my grandma, who grew up in Colorado, she says Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday. Like,
I love that.
you know the rhyme Solomon Grundy? It's like Solomon Grundy, born on Monday. You know, like it doesn't make sense unless you're her, because she said, "Thank you for the chicken bonanza." She literally says, Solomon Grundy, born on Monday. It's like, oh, okay, Grandma, sure.
My grandma's Pennsylvanian Dutch, so I get a little bit of those like
The Pennsylvania polka type.
like oh my god. How's it like oh my god. I can't even think of the accent now. My dad has it a little bit, but it's like kind of similar to that kind of accent, but it's like German.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the German American.
Yeah.
I've already spoken ad nauseum about how my other grandma literally talks like, "Oh, you know, we're gonna go to Vesterheim later, and we're gonna get the fish fry and everything." You know, like she talks like that,
Yeah.
and as does my uncle and my dad's side of the family. And like when we went to the cabin for Christmas, and I was sitting with like my dad's cousins, and we were watching the Vikings play the Giants, and they were like, "Yeah, you know, those Vikings, I sometimes they really want to make me they give me some acid reflux, you know." And like that's just like what he said. Like not swear, not like think
Yeah.
of something like extreme, just like, "Oh, you know, they give me heartburn. Oh, I walked into a bat and
Oh.
died." Fuck. This is a fun little video game. Who should I be next? I will be Pasqualina. No, I'll be Arca in the let's go to Inlaid Library again. I'm gonna try to like get a good run there. That's right, and he fires those. So what's this green arrow on the side like actually doing?
So there's relics that you can pick up, and then they will also like special things. So it's in your favor to go pick it up.
But does it go away?
Yeah, when you pick it up. But then there's something else that you might want to get too.
Sure. Yo, they got
Oh.
Arcueid in this game? Yeah, dude, they got it.
I forgot to tell you. Remember that like clip that I told you like maybe a year and a half ago about how somebody told me they were autistic, and I said I hate
Yes.
autistic people.
Yes, I do.
Okay. I have proven myself not to hate autistic people.
Uh-oh. It's a good thing I haven't finished the Jillian compilation.
Oh my god. I posted this on my friends. This is why I need to stop from like drinking. I've been talking to this guy, and he was showing me this music like compilation, and I was like, oh, like that's really dope, you know. He's like, yeah, I like really like music, it's like one of my special interests. And I was like, oh, and he's like, yeah, I'm on the spectrum. And I was like, oh, that's like cool, thank you for like sharing that with me.
I hate you.
And I like kissed him to like show my affection, right? He texted his friend, and he goes, I told a girl I was on the spectrum, and she started kissing me. The friend goes, LOL, no way. Thank you for sharing this beautiful moment
Biggest
with me.
fucking face turn of my life, dude. Biggest hero twist. Oh, man.
Okay, so the whole, I'm not to be on the internet, but he kind of did this as like a jab because I told my friend something about us, and so I was like, I saw it. I looked over at his phone and I saw it, and I was like, "Can I please take a picture of this? This is the funniest thing in my life, and this will be really great for my Finsta." And he's like, "Yeah, sure."
Wait, is it on your Finsta?
Yes.
Oh, I have to go back then and look at. I know. I have to
like
like
it?
go back there now with more added context. You know.
Yeah, that was the whole point. And then okay, another completely different part is on Thursday.
Yeah.
Bartender boy was like, "Hey, do you want to get a drink after
Bartender
with me?" And I was
geezer.
like, "Yeah, my old man, bartender boy."
My
was like,
old
"Hey, do you wanna,
man.
like,
You.
my old man."
Why there's so many crabs?
But do I do parties? Do you wear
do
wigs?
do you wear wigs?
Have you ever worn wigs?
Will you wear wigs?
Wigs? Surprisingly, no. I don't parties. I go to bars. But like
Jillian
with my
just goes to
friends.
bars with her pals.
I used to go to parties a decent amount in undergrad, and I've got some fun stories from that. But I don't really. But anyways, which is like my next story of where I went to the bar.
Yeah,
So
tell me about the
I-
bar.
Yeah. So when I broke up with my long-term ex, I kind of went immediately on dating apps because that was such a good idea.
As
for
one
me.
does.
Yeah, and I kind of started talking to these two guys. And I was like in between them, but I ended up dating the other. I dated one guy and kind of ghosted the other guy, whatever. And like the guy and I chat sometimes, and I recognize him because he's the bar, like he's the bouncer at one of the bars I like to go to. And like we'd like look at each other, and I give him a smile and stuff, and I'm like, hey, and then I leave, you know,
Yeah.
or like I go to
You
the bar,
give
then
him
I
like
leave.
a seductive eyebrow wiggle.
And like I'm like, hey, like, so like.
So like.
So like Jesus. So I go into this bar and they don't have anyone on the cover because there's nobody, like there's not a cover, so there's nobody by the door.
Yeah.
So I go in, I got my beer, and I'm like sitting down and talking with bartender boy and his friends, and I I see that this other guy that I again ghosted is like
Thank you for the health.
here at this bar, and I was like, okay, and like we like see each other, we wave, and like, you know, everything that's fine, and I go about my day.
Yeah.
Wait, no, maybe it was this on, oh, this was on Tuesday. Never mind. This is when I was on the bar crawl for the conference, so I'm like trying to network while drunk because I need a job after I
My
graduate.
favorite thing to
With
do.
like, yeah, and so like I'm like very lit at this point though because we've already been to like 3 or 4 other bars, and all the guys were like, let us buy you drinks because like you helped organize this thing. You're a
Mhm.
student, you're poor, and I'm not gonna be like, hey, no drinks. So basically I found bartender boy at one of the bars, and he was like hanging out with us, right? And that's also how I ended up singing karaoke, but there's no evidence of this. I did not actually sing karaoke, but
You act like that's something to be ashamed of.
I was not a good rendition of karaoke, maybe, but
Oh no.
so basically I see him at the bar, and I wave hi, and like we see each other, and I was like, what? So I go back to like hanging out with my friends,
Yeah.
and I'm like at this like dive bar. It is dimly lit. I'm fairly drunk. I just took a shot so I could get myself prepped for karaoke, and like and so I'm like, this student emails me, right, because I'm helping run the student program for the.
Right.
So I'm like, shit, I gotta go email them back. It's about their session tomorrow. So I'm like in the middle of trying to email them back, and all I hear is, do you remember me?
What?
And like I can't see the guy because I'm looking down at my phone, and I thought it was the bartender boy because like they were kind of dressed similarly, and it's dark and I can't see shit, and I'm like, why would you come up to me while I'm on my phone
Right.
and like not paying attention because I'm trying to like focus so hard to send a text, and it doesn't look like I'm very drunk on a Tuesday. So I'm like finishing my email. I was like, give me a second. Like,
I need a
I'm like,
moment.
excuse me, I gotta go send out this email.
Sorry, I gotta go send an email.
So I like send the email, and I look up, and it's the guy from 2 years ago.
2
And
years
he's just
ago.
looking, and he's looking up, and he's like smiling at me, and I was like,
What
we
is this
have
Mamma
never
Mia
went out on a
bullshit
date.
you're on?
Like, we've never been on a date. Like, and I was like, I just go no, and I run away,
Thank you for the luck.
and I just like leave. and
Jillian, what? You just left?
No, like I went to like bartender boy, and I was like, hey, what's up? You doing fun? Because I just got scared. I don't know, like I felt
But you
ambushed. And then,
knew
like,
the guy.
I kind of knew the guy, but I was not in a mood to talk to him.
Sure.
Like, he wasn't
Okay.
like.
That's fair. That's
It
fair.
was like already like I was like already like so focused and like I was just like going to send this email and then go along with my life and then like he just kind of comes up to me and is like, "Do you remember me?" And I was like, "What?" Like it was just like really weird and like caught me really off guard
Do
and I
you
just like got
remember
scared
me?
and I just like left and I went to Bartender Boy and I was like. And so I went to the bathroom at a later date, right, or like a later time, and I come
I
back.
went to the
and
bathroom the next day.
the next day I went piss and
I
But I
pissed
go
so
to the
hard the
bathroom
next
and I
day.
come back and I see them talking to each other, like Bartender Boy and the guy that I talked to 2 years ago, and I was like, oh, shit. And so I like.
So you did remember him, you liar.
Well, I do, but like again, when you come and like not assault me, but like when you come up to me and when I'm drunk trying to send an email, it was weird.
It was like, no.
I do remember him. It was just like really weird that he would just come up and say that to me, and so like basically I go to Bartender Boy and I was like, what did he say to you? And he was like, oh, just to take good care of you.
Oh, what the fuck?
I know. I was like, tonight,
That was very
and I was
kind of him, I guess.
I know, but it was just like so weird.
Voltage,
And
get
I
ready.
was
What do you
like-
mean, get ready?
Oh.
Are you ready? No, I'm not ready.
No, that was the story of how Julian got really drunk with a bunch of professionals.
I mean, that's par for the course, though. I mean, with like just conferences, though.
Yeah.
Like all the conferences I've been to, some of the best conversations I've had have been while I have a glass of some overly fancy beer that like I shouldn't be
Exactly.
drinking.
Yeah. Well, I was like, I'm not gonna get that drunk. I'll be like a little damp thing. But it's fine.
Little.
Little.
Yeah. Well, I just remember like I sort of told myself that I would not get nearly as drunk at conferences
Yeah.
like ever. After like there are a couple different things that were like the inciting incident of like, hey, let's not drink so hard that we like go really really hard, you know? Like let's not
Yeah.
do that. And I mean the last example of that was definitely when like I had like half a bag of wine and then walked to my hotel room without my shoes on. That was during NESD.
I remember. Oh my god, my first year in
That was the time that
I-
Robin pissed under the highway.
What?
Our friend Robin, who we
Yeah.
colloquially refer to as Robin, she
Yeah, yeah,
pissed
yeah.
under the highway during NESD.
Nice. I thought you said kiss, and I was
No,
like,
no.
"Kiss."
She had to pee, and we were nowhere near a bathroom. And so what she ended up doing is she had like 3 people stand in front of her, like near a off-ramp in DC, and she just squatted, and 3 people stood in front of her while she pissed. And then we kept walking like back to
Yeah.
the next place we went. That was a fun time. I stood on like a bunch of things and it was really fun. And that was like the last night. That was like the last night of it too, and they were like,
Yeah.
"Aha, you've been sober the whole time." And I've been like, "Aha, you think so, huh?" And
I remember my first year of NESD where I just like, oh man,
go so hard.
it was rough. It was fun though, cause like I had recently, and I hadn't been really able to celebrate. So like,
I
Like,
am
that
now
was, like,
more
the first
skeptical of
time.
nuclear energy. Shane, you shouldn't be. You really shouldn't be.
no, I don't even work in nuclear power.
Neither of us work in nuclear power.
No, we don't. I'm not even technically a nuclear engineer anymore. My specialty's more in nuclear physics, actually.
Honestly, same. Like, don't ask me what a control rod is.
Yeah, I don't even know. What is fission?
It's where things break.
Okay, so like do you ever get like people that get like wind of you being a nuclear scientist and they ask you, like when I've been drunk, like recently, like a lot of people have been like, oh, you're a nuclear engineer, and then I go off on like a fucking tangent about like the nuclear industry.
Well,
I don't know why anyone is friends with me still.
I don't do that
honestly.
as much, but like they ask me about all of these things, and like I guess as a result, you know, by the trade, I'm sort of required to just know these things, you know, like what happened at Chernobyl, what happened at Fukushima, what happened at
I
3
haven't
Mile
heard much
Island.
about Chernobyl, yeah.
And, like,
it's mostly like
I don't
yeah.
mind talking about it, but it's like, you know, nuclear physics and nuclear energy and nuclear safety and dosimetry and
Yeah.
radiation detection is like cool. I enjoy it. It's something I can tolerate doing 40 plus hours a week, but like
Yeah.
it's not my entire personality.
No, that's what I feel like. It's like I mean, because I usually talk about my research too, and my research is definitely very unique with regards to what I do.
Yeah.
And I love it. I really do love what I do. But like sometimes it gets to a point where like this is like the third night I've talked about this, and I'm like, okay, I have more to myself than like just
I would like to talk about
me
other
being
things.
a nuclear engineer, or like
Right.
you know, or me being a health physicist.
Like people who make their gold fever, let's go. People who make
go,
their
baby.
career their
Oh,
entire
shit.
identity
Oh, shit.
gets really tedious.
Yeah. I don't understand people who make it. Like I understand being passionate about what you do because like I definitely feel that way. Where like
Right.
you know, like I am very passionate about what I do, but like man, like people that like live, die, like and breathe nuclear, like fucking respect.
Yeah, it's just like I can't do
Not
that.
for
Like,
me.
me, I like being able to come home and talk about other things. I'm gonna die.
But, well, like especially people that didn't major in it, or
Yeah.
like you know don't have like an academic record with it.
Right.
That just like
Someone
really-
please give me like any kind of health.
Oh man! Oh wait! This is good. This is good. There you go. There you go. Oh my god.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh boy.
Oh my god. You might be able to like push your way through it and see some chicken. Oh,
Oh, there's chicken in the corner. There's chicken in the top corner.
There's chicken in the corner.
Top right. Chicken in the corner.
Let's go.
Chicken in
Let's
the
fucking
corner.
go.
There's chicken in the corner. There's chick.
Chicken in the corner. Chicken in the corner.
I have one hit
Hell
left.
yeah! Pog moment.
Pog moment.
Oh, big pog. Oh.
Oh man.
Oh,
Now if
God, oh, God, oh, my
only
God.
I had a better way out. Oh my god. Let's get the one from further away, please. Oh my god. I just need to get to level 20, that's all.
Ohio is a real state.
No, it's not. It's not gonna be a real state for much longer.
Oh.
Oh, a time stopper.
Oh my
time
god.
stop.
You have a time to... Oh my god. Pog moment.
I'm just getting out.
No, go down. There's a candelabra. Get the candelabras. Oh wait, there's some chicken. There you go. Oh god. Oh. There's another time stop too.
Oh, there's chicken down there.
Fucking pog.
Fucking hell, dude. Oh, dude,
Dude,
there's a
let me tell
lion.
you.
There's a lion spinner. New
They have like specific names to them too that you can like go and look up. Once you
Oh my god.
turn it on, just dance. I've been
There's
listening to
so
a lot of
many
Carly Rae
things.
Jepsen.
Yeah, there's so many things. This game's very fun.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it.
It's fun in the moment, 100%.
Yeah.
It's definitely a
Especially
game
when you,
like you can only I think you can only play it under very specific circumstances and get like the full
Yeah.
effect,
Yeah.
but it is quite fun.
Yeah.
It is quite fun.
Yeah.
With that, yeah, like
Oh, grab the red. Grab the red.
I will. I was just thinking about like in particular the just other
Jesus.
anecdotes to be like, yeah, this is why I don't get like smashed at conferences anymore. Just like there's a lot of different things to consider with like people that don't have the same priorities as you. And like there was one conference too where we went to it and like someone was trying to make advances on another person and like
Yeah.
just weren't understanding it. And I think
Yeah.
that they were drunk and it was not a good situation for like
Yeah.
it was not something no one wanted to navigate that.
Well, and I mean, like, it's also like have fun and like let yourself be loose, but like know your
Right.
limits.
Yeah, like
know, it's
you have to
like-
see you have to work with these people too. Like don't
Yeah,
forget
exactly.
that. Like
You're
this is
really
not like a
not trying
singles
to-
meetup kind of thing. This is
Yeah.
a like tell me about your research.
Yeah.
So it doesn't make sense to like unless you're both in that stage like don't try to hook up with people at conferences because 90% of the time it won't work. That said, sometimes it does work out. but 90% of the time it does not work.
Isn't it like the last couple of conferences we've been to? I'm like, hey, oh, be my wingman.
Yes. Yes. Yes,
And has it happened?
No, because I guess I'm not a good wingman.
Voltage is not a good wingman. You've heard it here first, folks.
Nah, I'm a fine wingman. You're just
No, it's just
You're
like,
just
nah, that's not really an opportunity.
you're hard to get with.
Yeah.
Let's see, what else? What else should I go for? Let's do spinach. I want the spinach. I want the spinach.
Finch.
Like, I have not played many more. Oh my god! Crap
Oh my God.
fest!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my lord.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! They just keep coming.
Where's the chicken? No, I'm gonna die. There it is. But I got to level 22.
I was gonna say you did better this time.
I got the level 22, so I probably unlocked the next place. Let's have a look. Oh, there's so many things. I got the Nuja Frita, and I got
I think
the
you can make like a whole compilation of like just crabs coming in.
crabs.
Like, yeah. I like how also the chat's just a bunch of numbers.
Yeah.
Just-
Quite fun. Oh wait, what do I have to do to get to the next one? I suppose we'll find out. Alright, I gotta get this, like, actual thing now. Wow, that just did half my HP. What a great way to start off. What a great way to start off. Check clips and highlights? I will. Once this round's over, I'll check it out. I'm so excited to go to Knoxville.
Knoxville's gonna be uber fun because I think I'm gonna go early
Oh yeah?
and like yeah, because like you know I went to undergrad at
Yes.
the University of Tennessee. Go Vols!
Vols?
Balls!
That's not what I heard.
Balls!
You said
Vols.
voles, like the
Oh my
underground
God.
animal.
Oh my god, I got shit on so much in undergrad especially when I was like freshman. Oh my god. It's also not Maryville, it's Merville.
Merville.
Like there's
Like
a
a
lot
Merville
there,
movie?
if you don't say it. I also didn't know the fight song. I didn't know Rocky Top.
I know
when
you
first
didn't know
went.
Rocky Top, but now you know every single word to Rocky Top, don't
I do,
you?
and I make people listen to it. That's what I should.
Do you think they'll play Rocky Top at the conference?
Oh fuck yeah.
I remember when we were at UIUC taking a bus to one of the socials at the football stadium. Minotaurs! Like, everyone from UTK just started singing Rocky Top on the bus, and there were like
Yeah.
30% of the people on the bus who just weren't from UTK, and so they
Yeah.
just sort of sat there, and people, the sophomores and dare I say even freshmen that were on that bus were giving everyone who wasn't singing like really weird looks, and I'm like, I don't go to UTK. Give me a break.
No. Yeah, it's like a very special moment.
It's like the Texas A&M Whoops.
Oh my god, and the Aggies. They
Yeah.
also, I think, TAMU can give a run for their UT's money for being the most annoying. It's just-
I think that like, you know, I went on a tour of Texas A&M for undergrad. Like,
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So what I did is I told my parents like, hey, can we go to PAC South? That's in San Antonio, and then we can drive to College Station, and I can tour a college that I want to go see. So
Yeah.
that was a pretty epic move.
Yeah.
But like, you can tell the people who are going to fit in at A&M are the people who like completely buy into the whoops. Like, if you
Oh, yeah.
don't buy into the whoops, you just won't fit in at A&M.
Yeah. I mean, I like that though. I don't like really feel an extreme sense of school spirit for like the school I go to now.
Sure.
But like I do feel that way for Tennessee because of like that kind of like culture that we had.
Yeah,
I think it just might be a southern thing too. It's just like,
that very well may be it as well.
yeah.
I think there's a lot more like focus on like camaraderie amongst students and like school spirit in southern schools especially
Yeah.
schools that are like in the SEC and like
Yeah.
in Big 12 and
Yeah.
like all of those. A&M is lame. Sorry, undergrad. Snake is speaking. Yeah, because you went to Texas. You were a Longhorn. Ah, Cake Queen. Thank Kake Queen.
Hi.
Cake Queen.
Oh
The
my
cake is alive.
God.
Cake Queen. Thank you so much for the raid. Party of 3. Hi, my name is Voltage. I am a variety streamer. I guess I'm playing this for the first time. I'm a voice actor, PhD student, and streamer, not necessarily in that order. Thank you for tuning in and appreciating the raid. I really much appreciate it. Hilly the Slime, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome. A little bit about the stream in case you don't know. On the weekdays, we do sort of like, you know, games I'm playing through in my backlog. And then, and on Saturdays, Kate Queen, thank you so much for the follow. On Saturdays, we're currently doing a voice acting live dub of AI The Somnium Files, if you've heard of that game before. It's really cool. So we're getting pretty far along in that, but we do a lot of things on this channel. And thank you again for the raid. Wow, very cool. Cake raid, the cake is a lie. You all are very cool. Thank you so much for the raid. How are you all doing tonight? I hope you're all doing very well. I'm trying to survive in this Vampire Survivor game, as it were. And I'm talking with my pal Jillian, who is also a PhD student studying
Hi.
radiation dosimetry and uptake in plants and radiation
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, close enough. Yeah, I measure radiation uptake in plants,
Yeah,
but I also do internal dosimetry to the body.
gotcha.
So,
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
doing good. I love science. That's awesome. Just playing some Vampire Survivors. Is that how you found us? Well, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. It's nice
Great game.
nice to see some new faces in the raids. It's really, really cool.
Yeah.
We and a little bit more about me too. Again, I'm a nuclear engineering PhD. I do radiation detection, and in my spare time, I look for games that I can play mindlessly and brain dead. And I've just started playing this game, and already it is like perfect. It's just what I'm looking for, and I'm not great at it, but that's okay. Ah, man. We were just talking about colleges we went to for undergrad and like the idea of school spirit. So it's working out there. And I do have the Twitch chat options on, so if you want to see me suffer miserably, that is open. I am going to die on the next hit, so let's not get hit. Let's find ourselves a chicken. I specialize in microbiology. I did find it by Vampire Survivors. Nice. Microbio. Snake, where did you go to? Where did you go? I don't remember where you went. Oh, chicken. Chicken, God bless. Oh no. Fuck. Yeah. Microbiology. So you specialized in it. Like, do you do microbio work still, or do you do other things now? Also, biology is really cool, and I'm horrible at chemistry. So,
I
like,
wish I was better at chemistry.
My brother-
My
oh
research does a lot of chemistry.
yeah,
to
my
be
brother
honest.
loves organic chemistry. And I'm just like, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
More power to you. He got a job.
Oh, you found your relic. You found your relic.
Where is it?
Left. Oh,
I'm
God.
working on it.
Don't die.
I'm going. Oh, there
You
it is.
the
I see it. I
purple
see it. I see it. I see
Oh,
it.
shit. All right.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it.
You got it.
I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Oh, I'm gonna get it. Yay!
Yay!
I got the Grim Grimoire.
Good job.
And everything was like, yeah, he loves organic chemistry, and he got a job in like organic chemistry at like a chemical testing company in Madison, like immediately upon graduation. So like, he is killing it.
That's awesome.
And it's a full-time job. He doesn't have to move. He can still live in the same apartment with his roommates. He can still do everything like that. So he is, and like, I don't know his salary, but I know he's gonna get a salary. So like, and I know he wants to eventually get a master's, but like, he's definitely getting work experience beforehand.
Mhm.
And as always, chat, feel free to help influence and make my life better or worse.
I do have a preference, but
Jillian likes seeing me suffer, but
I do like seeing it.
Jillian's, you know, that kind of person, so.
It's who I do be. I take a dance class because like I used to dance and like from when I was young till basically high school.
Yeah.
but like people are like, hey, do you want to hang out tonight? And I'm like, no, I can't. I have dance. And they're like, oh, what classes do you take? And I have to tell them I take sassy jazz.
Sassy jazz.
And sassy jazz and hip hop. But it's always funny when people are like, sassy jazz. Interesting.
Did you pick Crab Fest? I swear to God, if you picked Crab Fest again, Snake, I am going to remove mod status from you for a day. I'm not actually gonna do that.
Was Crab Fest even an option?
I don't know. I couldn't see.
We need to get some more experience.
I need to get some more experience.
Again, you have more experience.
It's like the David After Dentist voice, like, I just want to get more experience. It's like the male version of the uwu. Hello, I'm gonna go play a little video game. It's gonna be real good. That's how it is.
Exactly.
Real video game.
I'm doing a video game.
Bidja game.
I
Oh,
wish I wasn't so tired.
Light
all the
sources.
time.
no, that's how I feel. I genuinely feel that. I should crank out my, my vitamin D lamp. Cause like, oh, why am I so
That might
slow?
be why.
I gotta crank that out.
You're getting slowed by something. I don't know what it is.
It's a pain in the neck is what it is. Oh, there's a box.
Maybe it's like a mod that like somebody picked. I don't know.
I got a treasure.
Oh, it's a good one too.
It's a good one.
Yeah, because when you open it up, it will do like if it's like do. Oh, never mind. I thought maybe.
You lied to me.
Well, all chests are good chests.
That's true.
Don't take that out of context.
No, chat, please clip that. Take it out of context.
Alright.
All chats.
All chests are good chests.
You know where that goes? That put that in the quote channel.
Oh my
I need
god.
to level
Sometimes
up.
I say things and I'm like, it's gonna live on the internet forever.
Yeah, that's the one thing about stream is that like, yeah, it's gonna be on here for a while. Unfortunately, for better or for worse. You know, that is one thing I've thought about is like, I am leaving a lasting legacy of myself just on the internet. Like, I have to be okay with that, I suppose. I mean, I guess I wouldn't do it if I weren't okay with it, but you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
I mean that's totally fair. Like I wouldn't things if I wasn't like this could come back and bite me. Like I'm not like gonna like commit tax fraud and then talk about it, you know?
yeah, that's true. I gotta make sure I don't commit insurance fraud.
Yeah.
Based on, like, the car insurance situation. Because, like,
Oh jeez.
for
Yeah,
those of
that's
you who
rough.
don't know, last week, I had a migraine that happened during my group meeting, and I couldn't leave my group meeting for a very long time, and then I had a migraine for, like, 2.5 days. And then, I get into my car the last Thursday to, like, go to the lab to, like, come back to work and have my triumphant return and, like, get back to normal, and I turn on the car, and it's really loud. Like, it's way louder than it should be. And I think to myself, oh, that's just what I fucking need. Like, I literally thought that to myself. I said, for fuck's sake. And so I immediately turn off the car, turn it on again just to make sure it wasn't, like, just a weird random happenstance, right? And I turn it on, and no, it still sounds not good. So I'm sort of like, oh, crap. And I look under the car, and I see, oh, crap, there's an exposed pipe. That doesn't look good. And Erin comes out, and she's coming to work, and she also hears it. And she was like, yeah, I heard it from inside, but I didn't think it was, like, your car. I thought it was, like, a machine starting. And I was like, oh, no. And so I immediately called AAA. I called my insurance. And, like, the towing truck came out. And the guy looks like he gets it up onto the bed, and he's like, oh, yeah, someone cut your catalytic converter. See, look, they did it. They're a real professional, too. And I was like, oh, great. Just what I need. Just what I need, dude. Like, it's such a clean cut, too. Like, it is down the middle. And, like, I was parked there. I didn't move my car because I had a migraine. Like, what am I supposed to do, right? Like, I'm not gonna drive my car while I have a migraine. That would be the worst idea. So my car was just parked there for like 2.5 days. My apartment complex doesn't have security cameras. And so, like, I have no idea who could have done this. And, like, I had to go and explain, like, yeah, my catalytic converter got stolen. And I'm out of a car now, and, like, I had to call the police, and I had to call the insurance, and I had to call my parents, and I had to call everything, and, like, it's just like, this sucks, dude. This is the worst. And I get home after getting it to the auto body shop, which isn't covered by my insurance because the tower that I called for AAA didn't take it to the right, or to the place that, like, you know, I thought he was gonna take it to. So I ended up just, like, you know, going home, and I'm like, I guess I'm gonna try and work. And then I was just like, no, I'm not doing any work. And that Thursday was just so miserable. I was just like, this sucks. This is the worst. I hate everything about this right now. I'm without a car. I'm still, like, I still have some migraine conditions. I still have, like, everything that I feel. It's just sucks. Everything about it. This week is horrible. So I literally went back to my apartment and just played Pokemon. I was just like, you know what? I cannot work with this right now. This is so miserable. So that was my Thursday. My catalytic converter got stolen. And now, like, I'm still waiting for it. I only got the insurance estimate today. And so I had to call and be like, yep, okay, now you can please start the repairs, please.
Yeah.
And I called the guy, right? And I said, hi, is Sammy there? Because Sammy was the guy who I had, like, spoken to, basically. And he was like, oh, he went home for the day. And I was like, okay, well, my car is this car, and, like, I just want to, you know, I get the procedure for this started.
Oh, no.
And, yeah,
You were so close to a chicken.
I know.
But I don't think you're gonna make it.
I don't think I'm gonna make it either. And I'm like, I want to get this started. And there's like, let me get the mechanic in and see what we can do. And, no!
Oh my god! No! That was rough, buddy.
I found the Grim
What level did you
Grimoire.
land on? I guess not. I don't think you landed enough to get to the next.
Oh, I could get
Oh, but you unlocked a new.
Sour Clarice. I'll try it. Let's do it. And we'll go back to Mad Forest.
Ball.
We'll go to Mad Forest. Do it. So, like, I called them today, and they're like, the mechanic comes online, and he's like, yeah, oh, yeah, you said it was this much? And I'm like, yep, that's what they told me. And I'm like, all right, well, I'll get started on this. And I was like, by the way, are you able to paint or, like, spray paint bright orange the catalytic converter when you put it on? Because, like, you know, that's been recommended to me by multiple independent parties as a way to deter people from stealing your catalytic converter. And he's like overwhelmed, I think, is the tone of voice he had. But like he literally goes, no, because they don't paint those. They don't paint those because they get really hot. And I'm like, yeah. And he's like, yeah, they get up to 2,500 degrees. The paint will just melt right off. And I'm like, yep, I know. And he's like, you know, the best thing I can tell you to do to prevent this is to park in a more secure spot. And I'm like, thanks. I'm aware. If I could, I would. Like, my apartment complex does not have security cameras. We do not have locked parking. Like,
That's so stupid, though.
if I could park in a more secure spot, I would. I'm not an idiot. Like,
Yeah.
it's not like I just parked this on my front lawn. Like, my apartment complex has spots that, like, are designed to parking, and you're only going to be on these roads if you live at the apartment complex. So, like, no shit, there's no secure parking there, because it's an old apartment complex. So you tell me. I was like, it took a lot of my energy to not just be like, I can't. My apartment complex only has this parking, dude. But instead I was like, I know, thank you. I'll do it myself. And then like he's like, and then I did the thing, you know, you should never ask a mechanic this when they're stressed out. It's like, and you know, this is a dumb question, I know. How long do you plan this will take? And he's like, let me take a look at it and I'll call you back in a minute. And that was the last I heard from him all day. It's too apartment complex to install security cameras. You know, I don't get why this complex doesn't have security cameras. Like, I don't get it. They should really have security cameras. I obviously understand that, like, being monitored all the time is not something you should get used to. Excuse me. Like, ideally, we should not have to just, like, exist in a world where, like, we are just okay with being monitored 24/7. But, like, when it comes to personal property, right? Like, I'm out, my car is parked in this parking lot on this apartment complex. I would hope that they would have at least proper measures to prevent people from going underneath my car when it's, like, parked on either side of another car. Oh, my lord. What is that? Pile assault? That's... Like, I would hope that an apartment complex would at least have some measures to prevent their residents' cars from being, 1, broken into, 2, sawed off of in, like, the open. Because that's just ridiculous. And I'm very frustrated by that. Because last week, I was taken out for a week by circumstances that were basically out of my control. Like, I can't control when I get migraines. I cannot control when people decide to target my car and steal its catalytic converter. So, you know, that last week was a lesson in just, like, letting go and just accepting that sometimes things will just not go your way, and you have to be okay with that. So, that's the process I'm currently dealing with. My nose is really plugged, too. Holy moly. But yes.
I've got something you can plug.
Your ears.
My OnlyFans.
You don't have an OnlyFans.
No, I don't. That was a joke. I'm hilarious.
If you did, I would advertise it if you wanted me to.
No. I don't. I feel weird about people that I know in the.
Like, good for them to, like, do that. But, like, it's not for me.
No, I thought about, like, being stupid with it and just, like, reading up a bunch of nuclear, not, like,
Reading the
nuclear
MCMP
codes,
manual?
but, like, nuclear, like, regulatory code.
That'd be
And
funny.
I feel like that would probably get me in trouble with the NRC.
Nah, that wouldn't be. They're open source. Panic time. Fuck you. Someone pick Chicken Bonanza, please.
You're fine.
Where are the crabs? They're not in this map.
I fucking wish they were. The crab. I just wish, like, Crab Rave, like, played in the background as, like, you.
Oh!
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my
You
god.
literally killed me. Fuck you.
I know I did. I
Fuck
was just kinda
you.
curious to see what would happen. And
You literally
I
killed
should have
me.
known if it said panic time. Then, like, I was like, oh, I wonder what happens if you say panic
Oh, I
time.
wonder what happens when you choose panic time. Surely nothing important.
Nothing important at all. That's hilarious.
That's so stupid. I hope you're happy.
Play this game on stream, Julian said. It's gonna be fun, Julian said.
Let Twitch chat control what happens to you, they said. It'll be fun, they said. Check
I
clips,
really do
please.
like
That's
the-
right. I gotta check clips. I gotta check clips.
Oh.
No, I pressed the wrong button. I pressed the wrong button. Hold on. There we go. All right, looking at clips. What did you do? Crabfest sound on. Hold on. Let me
There you go.
sounds off, music off.
How do
Okay.
you-
Crabfest. Okay, let's have a look at this. This
I don't
crab.
have sound on. How do I get sound on?
I don't know, but hang on. Let me do this here. Let's go to this, and we'll do properties. We'll do Chrome. We'll do. Oh wait, I don't want that. Filters, crop, remove. Okay. We'll do this. And now let's just have a wee little look at this then. Wait, shit.
You can just see the amount of crabs. That's hilarious.
Hold on. Let me do this way. I'm doing something different. Doing it differently. Hold on. Okay. Okay, here it is. Crab with the sound on. How do I get the sound on? How do I get sound on this?
I don't know. It's Imerg.
Snake, how do I get the sound on? How do I get sound on, Snake?
Help!
Oh, there it is. It was in the top corner. It's not clear. Okay, here we go. What is Crab Fest?
We're about to find out.
We're watching
bitch.
clips on stream.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, just got a homework where I have to check Answer with Friends and assemble and turn it in. That's kind of cool.
I used to. My freshman year engineering class was like honor.
Oh no.
You know, I mean, like I was like in an honors.
Oh no.
of engineering, and like
Oh, look
we
at
could
you.
literally check our homework with the TA before.
Oh
turning
no.
it in. So that's what I used to do. It's like just go and.
Oh no.
do my homework with the TA.
That's really nice,
Jesus.
though.
Yeah.
I would genuinely
Oh my
do that a
God.
lot more. Like, if I didn't feel... Crab
Like,
in undergrad, I didn't go to office hours a ton unless I was really struggling. Like, if I had a vague understanding...
That's.
Crab
That's
Fest.
really funny.
That's good.
Snake.
That's a good one,
That's
Snake.
really good.
Great work. 10 out of 10. Proud of you.
That's funny.
That's good. That's real good. All right. Back to the game. Oh, wait. I gotta...
Back to the important things.
Back to the good stuff.
Yeah, but if you go back to where you just were,
Over
Or-
in the game?
in the pause screen, and then you can see like the different weapon matchups that you can have. Yeah, so like different units will give you different things.
Oh,
once you get
I
to,
didn't
like,
know that.
Max like levels of.
Oh, that's
So
cool.
that relic you got shows you those now.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah.
That is helpful. All right.
So basically, when you reach max level of both of those items, then you will like basically get a combination of those two.
I like
as
that.
a new weapon.
Got it.
Mhm.
That's neat. I like this. I like that. Like it's like a roguelike, but it's really 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 simple. Like it literally
yes.
takes like no thinking.
Yes, it's yes. Like Hades is like you have to.
Hades, you have
think.
to think and move. And
Yeah,
to
this
Hades'
is
credit,
literally-
that's really fun.
It's really
a lot of the
fun, yeah.
time.
Yeah.
But sometimes you just want to only control being the control stick.
Like I'm really competitive and I'm really bad at like I hate dying in video games and stuff. Where like Hades, like yeah, you die a lot, but it's like a satisfying death.
Yeah,
like you're like
you
okay,
scream,
I got
you
to the
scream a
next
swear word, you go back, you say "fuck you, Dad," and then you come back.
Yeah.
My music stopped. Why'd the music stop? The music stopped. Oh well. I hope you don't mind this now. ASMR version.
This
of
nice
stream.
yeah, I was gonna say this is a nice ambiance. Talk about our Valentine's Day plans.
I already did my Valentine's Day plans.
Oh yeah, what's your Valentine's Day plans, Voltage?
I took Erin to a restaurant, and we ate
Yeah.
Italian food, and it was really good. And we had a giant tiramisu for each of us, and that was good.
That's so wonderful.
We loved it, and it was nice. And we finished a bottle of white wine, which was really good.
Oh.
The carbonara I had was only so-so, but that's because the carbonara that I had for the first time in Italy when I went was like god tier, and nothing could ever top that. So
I
I
was
just
gonna say if you have carbonara in Italy, that's probably
the best
True.
you're ever gonna get. Ooh, I got
Yeah.
the polter roulette. Oh no. Oh no.
oh my god.
Oh my gracious.
Oh my god. Oh my
gracious.
god.
Oh,
They're
so-
coming in from the other
No,
side.
no, no. This is an ASMR stream.
Sorry, this
Remember?
is somewhere.
No yelling.
They seem to coming in. That's why I really like the garlic.
Oh,
because
no.
coming into situations like this, like makes life a lot
Yes.
easier.
I would agree. I would agree with that sentiment quite a lot.
So you know what? I know what my Valentine's Day plans are.
What are your Valentine's Day plans?
I'm going to mini golf.
And what are you gonna do at minute golf?
At mini golf.
Oh, mini
I'm
golf.
gonna,
What are you gonna do
I'm
with
gonna
your mini
golf.
golf?
I'm gonna golf, but miniaturely.
I used to really be into mini golf. Like I would make my own mini golf holes and design them. And like my childhood fascination, you know how every kid has one. For a while, mine was mini golf.
You know what mine was for a time
What was it?
was electricity.
You fucking nerd.
I literally learned about electricity in like 4th grade. And I was like, this is the coolest thing ever.
Dude,
And
electrons
I
move.
remember printing out like science articles about electricity, and I put them all in this folder. And I just had this huge folder all about electricity.
And what was that called? What was that folder called?
Um, electricity, but done in the style of Schoolhouse Rock.
Electricity.
Electricity.
Benjamin Franklin was flying his kite. He was looking for electricity. Yeah. I listened to that song as a kid too, I'll have you know.
What's the best Schoolhouse Rock song though?
3 is a magic number.
Oh, that's a good one.
Or I'm Just a Bill. That's also really good.
That's a classic.
I also have a soft spot for Interplanet Janet.
Oh, that's a good one.
This pillar's directly from RPG Maker. I'm also a big fan of I liked the Counting by Fives one. I liked Hey Little 12 Toes. I liked The Check Is in the Mail. I liked that one a lot. I liked Conjunction Junction.
You have so many. Conjunction junction, what's your function?
Have you seen the YouTube poop, which is conjunction, where they do conjunction fuck shit? They go conjunction fuck shit.
Oh, the shot heard around the world.
Hey, it was a shot heard around the world.
Take your son, report to General Washington.
Hey Little 12 Toes is the one that taught me my 12 tables. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60.
Do you know about the government?
I got really frustrated by the fact that 5 times 12 is 60, and 6 times 12 is 72. Like, that really bothered me. Like, 7 times 12 is 84. That fucked me up as a kid. 12 times 8 is 96.
You know what?
That just doesn't make sense.
Now for STEM, like the fact that I'm in STEM now, I really struggled with math growing up, but I especially struggled with multiplication tables. Try to
multiplication.
You know what I mean?
No, I don't know what you meant. Multiplying. You know, like,
this is really weird not having the sound.
Yeah, I know.
And the music is just like makes it a lot
more pog. Let's listen to some copyrighted media. Let's put on Spotify.
Favorite. Hell yeah.
I think about how, like, Schoolhouse Rock, we had the DVDs, and so, like, we would just watch those, like, all the time. Just, like, all the time. I have Schoolhouse Rock is one of those, like, things I watched as a kid because, like, my parents watched it as a kid. You know?
Yeah.
So
we had to like memorize the preamble in 5th grade.
Yeah,
and
we the people in order to form a more perfect union.
Establish justice, ensure domestic tranquility.
Provide for the common
defense. Promote the general moral. Oh my god. Promote the general welfare and secure the blessings of liberty.
And establish a more perfect union.
No, ourselves and our prosperity to ordain and establish.
Fuck off.
America.
I
was like, that doesn't sound right.
Hey, it's still ASMR.
Sorry.
You fuck. I want there to be an ASMR of someone just like saying every swear word imaginable. Like, I want them to do George Carlin's like the 7 words you can't say on national TV, but in ASMR.
Is there really?
No, I want there to be. That would be really funny.
I don't know why this made me think of this, but back in high school, I took Latin as my language, and my Latin teacher had like a book of like naughty Latin words.
I love that.
Like naughty Latin phrases in his like bookshelf area. So like when my senior year, there was like 3 of us, so we shared like a class time with like the level below us. So like my teacher would go and like talk to us for like the first like 20 minutes of class, right, to like be like, hey, this is what you're gonna do, and then teach the rest of the class.
You're gonna learn how to say asshole in Latin.
Pretty much. And then so like what we would do is like finish up and then we'd just like fuck around for the like last however much of class and like read the phrases and stuff. So yeah. It was fun.
Okay, share with the class some of the dirtiest Latin you can remember.
Fuck, I don't even remember, man. I don't like.
Thank you for the pet.
I don't. Oh God. I like the only word I remember from Latin is like agricolae. or
Agricola.
Agricola means farmer.
That's why it's called that.
Agriculture. There's, yeah, we like never actually like. We never spoke Latin too. That's why like another reason why I took Latin
I
because
mean, no one speaks Latin.
speaks Latin. Yeah. I mean, it's like
Oh, and
pronunciations are very very similar to
Adley,
English.
oh they.
Is that pig Latin?
Uye. Oh.
Did you just die?
Hutway.
How did you
Hute.
just die?
Ukfe? I don't know.
That was Shane came in here and killed you.
Shane came in and moided me.
Shame.
Shane.
The shame.
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 Alright. Maybe there's music now. Yay, music's back.
Yay.
That's good. Yeah. I mean, like,
Shane killed you, but he did bring the music back, so at least, you know.
thanks, Shane. You're epic. I want to play Wario games on stream. Like Wario
said
Land
that.
4. I haven't
I'd-
played Wario Land
Is
4
that
before.
the one
wanna
on
play
the DS?
Wario Land 4 is the one on the Game Boy Advance.
Shit, okay.
You're thinking of Wario Master of Disguise, maybe?
Yes, I think that's what I am thinking of.
Yeah. Which is like kind of
Yes.
Wario Land 4, but you know, it's
Yes.
obviously not the same.
Yes. Yes, I am thinking of Warrior Master of Disguise, because I definitely played that, but I don't think I've ever played a Wario Land 4.
I played a little bit of Master of Disguise, but like I went into it thinking it was like a WarioWare game, and it wasn't because my cousin,
Yeah.
she was really into WarioWare Touched. And like we were
Yes.
like, it's another Wario DS game. It'll be like WarioWare, and it wasn't. And we were like, this kind of isn't fun. But you know, I haven't like spent time with Wario Land 4. Like I played maybe the first level, and I was like, this isn't Mario. Like when it first came out on the 3DS, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, this isn't Mario. What the heck? And so I was like a little thrown off by it, and I didn't really get the appeal of it. And then like I found out someone's just written a book on Wario Land 4 and like its level design and how like apparently Wario Land 4, according to them, is the greatest game ever made. Beats me, but
I like the Wario games.
yeah, they're fun. And like I really want to play games like Pizza Tower, but I feel like I would appreciate them so much more if I had like Wario Land 4 first, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to like be a little comprehensive. And like if I were 15, I would have been like, oh, before I play Wario Land 4, I have to play Wario Land 2, Wario Land 2, and Wario Land 3.
Yeah.
In order to do that, I have to first play Super Mario Land and Super Mario Land 2, the 6 gold coins. And I have played those. Like, those are fun little games. Those would be fun to play on stream, actually. Yep, there's your crabs. They can only walk sideways.
You've got crabs.
Hold on.
I think I want
I'm
to make
wrong.
some mac and cheese for tonight.
You have crabs. Is it hard to see?
So,
Is it hard to pee? I am diagnosing you with HPV. You know what that's from?
is HPV crabs?
No. Do you know what that's from, though? That's What If Dr. Mario Had Lyrics by Brental Floss.
What was the one that like
Oh, I'm driving and I'm speeding and I'm
Driving and I'm
vigorously
vigorously
masturbating.
masturbating,
And I'm
yes.
speeding and I vigorously come. I come.
I come. Yeah.
I'm driving and I'm
was introduced
speeding
to that
and
by
I'm
my
vigorously
ex's best friend,
masturbating.
and they would just sing it constantly, and so it gets stuck in my head.
And I love how it eventually devolves to be like, because I'm driving and I'm speeding and I'm vigorously masturbating. Like, it's such a fun.
It's so stupid.
It's such a
just, like-
stupid song, but I love it.
but it's so great to like. I just, you know what? Sometimes I enjoy stupid stuff.
Yeah.
That's why I have really bad taste in men.
That's why I
like-
invite you on the street.
That's why I'm a grade A dumb bitch. But like,
I might be a dumb bitch, but at least I do stupid stuff.
at least I'm dummy thick.
Dummy.
Dummy.
Dummy. Hey, Dummy. How's it going?
Dummy.
Dummy. What does this become? What does this stream become?
We have been through it, like, every time we stream together, we just go through, like, so many emotions.
No,
Oh
the
my God.
gravity!
Oh, no!
All of my hard work for naught. Voltage is a busy, busy boy. Oh no. That's where you're wrong, Snake. I'm no boy.
I'm a man.
I'm a man. That's where you're
I'm
wrong.
still waiting for the day where we watch Mamma Mia 2 on stream.
We'll do a watch along and it'll have the timestamp and everything.
Oh my God. Bet.
Honestly, if I can figure out how to do that, I would absolutely do more of those.
Oh
If
my
I can get
God,
that
that'd be
configured.
so fun.
Do those on like Thursday nights or Friday nights or something.
Oh yeah.
There is merit, obviously, to like watching a movie on a couch and everything, though. But like, you know, like when they're the popular like, haha, funny movie. You know, it's
Haha, funny movie.
haha, it's a funny movie.
It's a funny movie.
It's a funny movie. Like, you know, then there's some merit to
Yeah,
that.
and there's stuff.
Oh no, not a pile assault. A pile assault. Ha. I need chicken, dude. I am in dire need of chicken. Dire need. We'll make ourselves move faster. I would like that. Think about doing Grand Budapest Hotel watch party with my friends. I watched it. Grand Budapest Hotel is pretty good. Like, I get why it was nominated for all the, like, awards that it won or didn't win. But, like, I watched it, but it was, like, it's kind of long. Like, that's
It
my
is kinda
only
long.
thing about that.
Yeah.
Please give me, like, light sources. I am begging you.
Give C. Give C.
No, stop you.
C.
No,
C.
no.
C.
Jillian, I swear to God.
No, it's gonna
I
be
will
so
kill myself
bad.
before you kill me.
You get some light switches on here. Oh no shit.
Medusa swarm snake? Really? Really? Like, what am I supposed to do about that, Jillian?
There's nothing you can do.
What am I supposed to do about that?
There's nothing you can do.
There's nothing I can do.
That
about
was a my B.
That was fucking awful.
Well, at least it wasn't like you're super into it and then you're like, oh shit, like this is all a mess.
Yeah, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna power up and buy the faster EXP, I think.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna use this dude who gets 10% more for every 10 levels. So that I can get more levels. Or every...
See, those are big brain
actually,
energies.
I'm gonna do Imelda. So you get more experience and then you just get faster. Let's do that. That seems like a good idea. It's maybe not as effective on this map to start with it, but I think it would be a good idea overall. Damn, these enemies be swarming. What are these enemies even? Are they like just faces? Like genuinely, what are these?
Wait, sorry, I'm not reading. I'm not looking at you. Yeah, they like have a specific name if you look in their
They're Goobla Goos.
they're the Gabagools.
They're Capicola. Oh, Cap 32 started today? Should I submit my idea, Snake, despite the fact that, like, I literally have not participated in Gen 9 at all? See, Snake, my methodology for submitting a concept is literally like, what video game am I playing right now? What's a mechanic from it that I can throw into Cap and see if we can, like, translate it to Pokemon? Because my idea, I think I mentioned, is gonna be, it would be like, you know how in fighting games, how there's like a dedicated parry, you know? Where like, if you time your button inputs just right, you can counter or parry, so to speak. I think it would be really interesting to have a Mon who excels in that kind of
Oh, it's online.
moving in Pokemon, though, you know? Because, like, I think Sucker Punch is, like, a perfect example of that, where if, like, you play it right, you know, that's, like, parrying your opponent's attacks, but you have to do the right input. It's kind of like risk versus reward, but I think it's a little bit more grounded. Yeah, Rage Fist is literally the wind-up warrior. Please break the meta. Maybe I will, maybe I won't. But, like, I think that, there's a lot of things you can do, because it really comes down to, like, being able to read your opponent. So there's a very high skill ceiling for using it, which, like, I always really try to include with, my concepts. And, like, with Astro, for better or for worse, Astro is a very high skill ceiling Pokemon, or cap, I guess, at this point, because there's so much
No
it
cap.
can do. Exactly.
No cap.
No cap.
No cap.
And I think, like, some of the concepts that were in Gen 8 were good, but I feel like they got very conservative by the end of it. Like, the Venamicon's concept is cool, for a framework design. I like that, but, like, I don't as much like the way it worked. Like, I know one of the concepts I submitted was Limit Break, which was basically like this Pokemon endures hits, so to speak, or it can, like, stay on the field for a long period of time, and then it unleashes a big blast of damage all at once and then resets back to where it was, you know? Similar to how, like, in Final Fantasy VII, you get Limit Break moves, which, like, if you get hit enough times, you get a really powerful attack that you can then use to, like, wipe out. So the idea was kind of, you could do Stamina Body Press for something like that, but I really like the idea of, like, Rotom Heat with Nasty Plot and Overheat, where you boost yourself, and then you release your boosts, and you're back to zero, so to speak. Where, like, it was Nasty Plot plus Overheat, which allowed you to do that. And I would be curious to see, like, if another cap could do something similar. But the issue is that, like, there aren't enough moves that sort of bring you back down, you know? The cost of, a move. Like, Superpower raises your attack or it lowers your attack and defense by one stage. But if you did, like, Bulk Up in Superpower, that would be, like, equivalent, like, back and forth, so to speak. So I'd be curious to see, like, if that could work down the line, but I think it would be worth submitting a different concept. And that's where the, like, parry and... I don't want to say parry and counter, necessarily, because that implies that, like, with Pokemon counters, that's different than, like, the idea of countering in a fighting game. But, like, parry and reflect, you know? Something like that, where you just reflect all the damage back onto the opponent that they were about to do to you, for example. Whether that's, like, reversal as a move, whether that's, like, Rage Fist to an extent. I don't want to use Rage Fist, though. That's a dangerous move. High-level reads. Yeah, kinda. Basically, that was just, like, I have some ideas, and I've been playing enough games now where it's, like, the Dragoon, a Pokemon that jumps. High damage output, but also shit accuracy. And it only learns dragon and flying type moves. The black mage, the red mage. I really like creating mons that have, like, a bunch of utility options. I'm bad in that regard. I like it when they can do a lot of things. So, aggressive read. Nah, it would definitely be like parry. Parry and counter, but not using counter is in the name. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, the idea is that, think like Marth in Super Smash Bros., right? If you time it just right with a good read against your opponent, then you can, like, use all of their attack power against them and win. Can we translate that to Pokemon somehow? I think that'd be really cool. And it encourages very high-level gameplay. So yeah, that's... If I do submit for Cap 32, it'd be that. Will I submit, though, is another question entirely, and I may give someone my blessing to, do it instead. Because, I don't know how involved with Cap I am these days. I want to get my Snowflake badge, but I'm also probably not going to get my Snowflake badge. If I didn't get it at all through Gen 8. Oh, no. Oh, no. I'm going to die. I'm going to die.
You're gonna die. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Yeah, there it is.
Damn.
Very valid.
Well, GG's.
GG's. All right. Let's see. I got the power-ups and I can rescind my power-ups, so to speak, if I wanted to.
I would also suggest, like, some of them, like, the amount. Like, you will automatically get +1 projectile if you buy that one. Like, for everybody. And so that's always
Where?
nice, too. Right, you see
Oh,
the
this
grove
one, yeah.
right up there? Yeah.
Oh, that is useful, but I don't have that
There's
many
also
coins.
a revival, so if you die, you will revive, I think, with, like, half health. So that's something else you can also
Sure.
grab.
Oh, there it is, yeah.
Yep,
I need a
50%
lot
health.
more health,
You
though.
need a lot more coins.
I need a lot more coins to be effective there.
Let's see. What else could I do? I'll do Antonio Belpaz one more time, and we'll see if I can actually make progress on this library and get, like, really far along. We'll try. We'll actually, like, really give it a whirl. Whoa, that was fast.
Well, you got the green ones. So the green, I think it's like,
Yeah,
it's
it's-
blue, green, red, where like red's the most. and
Yeah.
then it's a little bit more, and then yeah.
Very true.
I do like the Twitch integration on this, where I think it's really cool that like you can like have your viewers choose what you get.
Oh, yeah. It's definitely, like, that has made it a lot more fun. As opposed to it, I assume you get to choose normally when you get those.
Yes. So
That makes it a lot more stochastic, and I kind of like that.
yeah. And also like getting like having your play, like I'm sure like you'd farther if we weren't fucking with you.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's fun to like.
It's fun to fuck with the streamer.
Yeah.
Can
What is,
confirm. I
What is
too
streaming without suffering?
I can confirm. I have fucked with people while they are streaming. It's quite fun.
Yeah.
I like to. I don't want to say bully Cat, but I definitely like when Cat is streaming. I love. I love just messing with Cat on stream. And you've played Thousand Year Door, right? Or are you familiar
Yes.
with it? Yeah. Okay.
Yes, it's one of my favorite games. Yeah.
Okay, so spoilers for those of you who want to play Thousand Year Door, Paper Mario Thousand Year Door. At the end of Chapter 6, the start of Chapter 7, you're tasked with finding a person named General White, who is a Bob-omb, so that he can use the cannon and go to the moon. And General White, they say, oh, we don't know where General White is. I think he went to his home in Petalburg. And so you go to Petalburg, which is like the first zone in the game, and you have to talk to everyone. And then someone says, oh, General White? Yeah, he went to Glitzville. And then you go to Glitzville, and they're like, oh, General White? Yeah, he was just here, but he left. And like you go to every single town in the game to try to find this dude. And then in Twilight Town, they say like, I don't know where he is. And so you're like at a dead end, basically. So you can go back to where you first started, and General White comes out of the house in the background, and you're like, ah! You know, it's like it's a genuinely like troll move by the gamers. And Kat was the game designers. Kat was so mad, but Kat earlier on in the evening, like was asking if there was. She was like as Vivian saying like, is there like a general direction you can point us? And I heard her say that, and I was like, she has created unintentional comedy gold because, oh, I shouldn't have done that. Because then anytime they said, oh, General White, he's not here, I posted the clip. Is there like a general direction we should be going in? And I was like, and she got like voltage. I swear to God, I'm gonna give you the stinky roll. And I'm like, do it. I don't care. I'll keep doing it.
Stinky roll.
Which is basically like a soft ban. And she forgot that I was in the stinky roll for like a week.
It's like when what we called Gunkle, and you like you blocked Snake.
Yeah, the Junkle.
The Junkle.
Juggling
Oh, I
uncle.
miss the Junkle. I think about the Junkle sometimes.
You think about Junkle?
I think about Junkle, but sometimes only when I'm
I
in
feel
bed.
like
wrongly
Junkle when I
thinking about
see me
them.
on the news.
Oh my god.
That was stupid. That was real
That
dumb.
was really dumb.
That was that was really dumb. I think I mentioned it on stream, but like, there's a thread in Smogoff called "Describe how you're feeling using vague terms," and so I literally just posted, "I feel like Pablo."
Yeah.
Worked out pretty nicely. Got a lot of likes. On Smogon.com, they added a like system back like about 3 years ago, and since then, like, a lot of people consider like a good poster someone who has a very high like to post ratio. And my ratio has gone from 2 to 1 to 3 to 1 in terms of likes to posts since I've given up Cap and just started shit posting. The current trend in
Yeah.
Smogoff is tutorial threads. So I wrote a thread that was like, how to identify Baltimore-based birds based on their farts. And then I said, AKA a tutorial tutorial.
Boo!
And I got 10 likes in that thread.
I'm so proud of you. Tutorial.
Tutorial tutorial.
Tutorial. That was pretty good, actually. I shouldn't boot you.
See? I'm
Oh.
funny. I'm a comedy.
You're hilarious. We're both hilarious. Honestly, we're comedy gold.
Snake
no
is
cap,
spamming
bro.
Crab Fest.
No!
Not more crabs.
Not crap!
The crabs.
Like, I just think it's so ridiculous. My thread, let me read your favorite posts, where I literally just voice acted Smogon copy pastas, is now in Smogon's greatest hits. Like, it's literally one of like the best threads on the site, apparently.
Oh my god.
So like, PogChamp,
Crap.
I should really go back to those and like make them sound better, because I didn't even compress the audio. I literally just read it raw and then like normalized it, and that was that. It's kind of epic.
My message is identical to the one you sent in the last 30 seconds, so let me give it again. There we go.
Sucker.
It doesn't like it when I put 2.
Shanari Ojo Sama. Oh my god, there's so
God,
many crabs.
So many. You like oh my god, they
There's
keep coming.
more.
Oh my god, they keep coming.
I swear to
Okay.
god, if you pick Ultra Wave, I am not gonna be happy.
No, I'll be nice to you.
Thank
'cause I
you.
just want you to like actually like not finish this, but like get substantial. You know, we're increasing our.
We're making our way.
We're making our way.
We're making our way. We're making our way.
Making my way downtown.
Walking west. Man. I used to unironically have that in my like Spotify liked songs, and then it started playing too much. I used to use Google Play Music a lot because like you could upload your own music files. And so I had the Neil Cicierega ACVC, which is a mashup of that song and AC/DC's Back in Black. And so I had to sometimes go in my Google Play Music, and I'd hear the start of the song and I'd be like, okay, is this the real song? Or is this the Neil Cicierega mashup? One of the dumbest things that like I had to regularly ask myself when I was in college.
Amazing.
It was fun. Have you listened to the Mouth albums?
The what?
The Mouth albums?
Mouth?
Mouth albums. Like mouth sounds, mouth silence,
No.
mouth moods. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna find a way to sync up the stream with a timestamp and all the Mouth albums, all 4 of them. It's 4 hours long, and we're gonna go through them. It'll be dope. In the same way that we do watch-alongs, it'll be a listen-along.
Oh.
It's content.
It is content. It's your content. It's your channel, babe.
It's my channel.
It's your channel.
It's
Whatever
my
you want.
channel. It's now or
Ooh,
never.
Yeah, duplicator. Yeah, yeah.
I ain't gonna live forever. Oh boy.
game can also be like, oh my god, everything is stressful, and then it's like you just stand there and you're like, okay, this is fine.
Yeah, basically. I've really enjoyed like the 2.5 hours I've spent playing this game. We'll see how long, like, if I play it on my Steam Deck in bed, you know?
Yeah.
How late I stay up. Because, like, the game that I play right now when I have, like, nothing to do is Retro Bowl. Retro Bowl is the greatest mobile game known to man.
You were playing that at the conference we went to together.
I did. Because it's fun. It's a good, like, way to kill 5 to 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I've played 40 seasons of Retro Bowl. It lets me see the Minnesota Vikings win.
An impossible feat in real life.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I was rooting for the Vikings because the Steelers.
That's right, you're a
sucky.
Steelers girly.
Yeah, I am. But I was actually rooting for Philadelphia because I was like, well, at least
Why?
team can, or like one Pennsylvania team can win, right? Even though I hate everything about Philly with a passion.
Yeah, so
Also,
why
my
would you
friend's a
root for
Philly
them
fan.
then? Like, okay, shout
It's
outs
like I
to
was like,
anti-Philly.
Pennsylvania, like, and also I like an underdog, you know.
Philly was not the underdog.
Well, I thought that like Chiefs won a couple years ago, like last year.
Yeah, but
Am I crazy?
the Philadelphia Eagles were
Or
the.
not?
I genuinely think the Philadelphia Eagles were the better team. Pat Mahomes is just like
Yeah.
really fucking good, is the thing.
Yeah, well, like also like again, like the Chiefs won last year, so I was like, I don't want the Chiefs to win again, you know.
They didn't win last year. They won 2 years ago.
Well, they won most recently.
Yeah, fair enough.
I don't follow NFL to be honest. As
That
much
is
as I
okay.
follow like other.
You're valid.
I'm cool. I promise. I follow team sports.
I follow team sports.
I'm a girl. I am playing this. Like I'm a cool
sports
girl,
ball.
and
I love sports
know.
ball.
I like sport team. Yay!
Oh shit. I was getting water. And then they came at me hard and fast. Can I get a candy box, please? Please, Chad. I'm begging you. Yay!
I should do that when you.
Snake, I swear to God.
Okay, nice.
Please,
Sorry, I
Jillian,
think I
press
might
A.
leave. Oh wait, shit! I messed up.
Ah, jelly
Why
wall.
am I looking at other grad programs? LOL.
Why are you? Yeah, why are you?
I don't know. I got bored and I was like.
You got
what?
bored of stream?
Well, you were talking about something. You were talking about your Pokemon.
Yeah, that's true. I
have
was.
No idea what this is. I like Pokemon, but like y'all.
It's basically
It
a
was very
systems engineering project, but for making a Pokemon. It's really
That's cool. Like, I mean, I think it's really cool. I just don't really have anything.
Genuinely,
and I can only
yeah.
follow about like half of it.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I will say Cap has really taught me how to do like systems engineering projects without like being a systems engineer, because each stage has its own leader and like it doesn't necessarily have its own priorities, but like there are things that you have to do in each stage and like do community discussion and vote on things, but you have to be able to like parse through the requirements of each stage, and everyone's gonna have a different priority in it. So it's not like, you know, the meme of like, aha, if an airplane was made by, and then each member of the team, you know? It's a really cool project. Like, dare I say, it involves a lot of math too, because you want to figure out like the optimal stats so you can ensure knockouts on specific Pokemon that you want this Pokemon to beat, you know? Like, and in that way, it's really cool. Like, you get a bunch of people who are just like really good at like statistics or engineers. Like, I genuinely think that the Cap community has like the largest concentration of just like smart people on Smogon. And that's not tooting our horn or anything. I mean, like, but I mean, when your community has like, you know, QZL, who's a PhD, who got his PhD, like, that says a lot, I think. Oh, no. I need, this. So, yeah. And you just learn a lot of ways to do projects for, like, fun things that I can't put any of that on my resume, but the research side of that's true. I forget about the research side a lot. I do forget about them. You're right, Snake. You would probably know more than I do, too, because you're actually staff.
Yeah, I mean, like, you can also, like, use your experience doing this to, like, talk about it, you know, in, like,
Right.
different research situations.
Exactly. Yeah. Very nice.
I always like the music. I always like fist bump whenever I'm playing it, and I go to whatever. I get that.
I love that.
Yeah, I'm like.
I love that. What level am I at even?
Shit, I don't know.
Probably level 17, 18?
I don't know. You're pretty. I mean, you've got pretty good stuff.
17, yeah.
17, yeah. You have. I think the next level is you have to get to level 30 in this.
In this one?
Mm-hmm.
I could probably do that if Snake doesn't screw me over.
Yeah. Well, the luck boost
Snake!
Literally. Snake said, "Not today." Will you
Snake
get to level
said,
30."
not today. I need chicken, please. I literally just need Snake to give me
I didn't
chicken.
choose anything, so somebody else chose something.
You chose luck boost? Uh-huh.
We can see what you choose.
Yeah. I just have to navigate slowly and surely.
Yeah, I mean. You
Oh,
can
well, I
keep
just got blown up. I
going.
guess I fucked up.
What the hell is that?
Ugh.
That's so weird.
Look, I get how this game continues to rope you in. It's so easy.
It's so
It's
yes.
so easy to just pick the
Yes.
next game
I've
and
spent
just
like
be like,
solid I can usually like video game for about an hour intervals. I've legitimately spent like 3.5 hours in one sitting playing this game
yeah.
because of how like stinking fun it is.
Let's look at who made this game. Luca Galante, David Brown, and Sam McGarry were the programmers. A game by Luca Galante. Punkle Limited. I almost wonder if you could play this like on a tablet, you know?
Oh yeah, I think
Lord.
they're trying to like release a mobile app for it because I mean, and like I said, it's like very easy.
Yeah, this game's cool. Wow,
Yeah.
look at all these things. All of these things.
Yeah.
Localization and level design.
So thank you, Luca
trailers.
Gante, for creating a very fun game that I can share with my friends.
Hi, Eli.
Hi, Eli.
Hello. That's fun. I like how they just like have been shit posting. It's kind of fun. So I've done, okay, so I need to get level 40 in the inlaid library, and that unlocks the dairy
Oh, it's
plant.
level 40. Okay, that makes sense. And like once you like unlock some like power ups too, it makes your life easier. But you also can get different stuff. So if you survive 5 minutes with the different heroes, then you get like new like things as well.
Okay. I'm gonna try Clarici one more time, I think. No, I'm gonna do Gennaro because it's projectile. And I'm gonna do Mad Forest. And we're gonna do that. We're gonna try this out for size. Yeah, the issue is that you have to face the enemies with this guy.
Yeah.
So you have to like move and stop. Like my favorite ones are the ones that like penetrate through enemies, so you can hit like many at once. Though this also works.
Well, when you increase your too, then like it will pass through like one more enemy.
Sure.
Yeah.
Should I be Benevolent Snake or Evil Snake? Well, Snake, you only get so many opportunities to influence the game.
Alright, I gotta
You gotta dip?
yeah. I'm probably gonna hop off because I gotta go make din before dance tonight.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
But,
Thank you for hanging out and also
Yeah.
teaching me the magic that is this game.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out one other
just like
question.
What?
Do the saves on Steam transfer to your Steam Deck? I assume they do.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. So yeah, I can
If
keep
they
playing
upload
this.
to the cloud.
Yeah, they
So
do.
you'll be able to like you'll just have to like because the Steam Cloud will share all data, so you can just that's what I do for
Yeah, awesome. Then that means I can play this anywhere.
Yeah.
I can be an epic
Alright.
gamer for real.
Good
All
night,
right.
everyone.
Night, see you, Julian. I'm still going for just a little bit still. So don't leave yet. The show's only just getting started on this new one. Might have to get this game, not gonna lie. You should. It's fun. It's pretty cheap, too. It's pretty... I don't want to say... Okay, cheap is the wrong word. It's inexpensive. It's inexpensive, and it's probably worth your time. Ultimately, it's your decision, though, because it's your money. Like, it's not, it's obviously not like, oh, graphically crazy. But like, you know, it doesn't need to be. The whole point is to dodge things and have large numbers of monsters on screen. So like, it makes sense that like, of course it's gonna be a little low tech. I'd rather be low tech than high tech, you know? Why am I fighting these creatures though? That's the next question. Who is sending these creatures out for me? That's another big question to ask. $4? Yeah. That's like the cost of like a coffee. A big coffee. I am getting bamboozled though. Bamboozled. Let's see what we can get. I imagine this could probably get pretty zen if you like get very into if you like have different music playing. I need to find chicken though. I'm already not doing great. You ever feel like there's just a lack of crabs in your life? No, because you can't get crabs on this map. You cannot get crabs on this map, so stop that. Stop that, snake. You better not. I'm watching you. Pet, yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, snake. That's exactly what I wanted. That's just what we wanted, baby. Crab people, crab people. Yes. Full healed. Very nice. Thank you so much. I'm curious to know. They must go into the lore of, like, why these people are fighting these foes, too, right? Like, it's like, if only we could talk to these creatures. If only we could figure out what are they doing. Alright, there's a chicken there. That's good. Ooh, fire-breathing skeleton swarm or Mina Rush. You get the call, chat. I can't do anything about it. It's a weird helplessness I'm in. But it's kind of fun. Definitely, like, chat engagement. I also now know what I can definitely play before a stream, like AI the Somnium Files, if I'm, like, trying to, like, have something to do beforehand, you know? And it's this game. So the monsters can go over those grassy patches, but I cannot. That's a pain.
Ugh, what a pain. Ugh, what a pain. So much of a pain.
Alright. More knives. Many more knives. I should check in on Aaron too. See how Galentine's is going. I hope it's going alright. Sloth from FMAV Spain. Yeah, I'm glad you caught that. I'm glad you picked up what I was throwing down. When I watched that for the first time in summer of 2020, I was like, oh, I can do that voice.
He goes, ugh, what a pain. What a pain. Ugh, fighting, what a pain.
I watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood summer of 2020. And it's like, ooh, that worked out nicely. Rosary, very good. Like, I would just watch it around, and like, it was one of the shows that I would put on, and I was home for like 4th of July, and Matt was at my house, my parents' house, and everything. And we were watching the part of the show where they're like at the frozen northern wall, and Sloth comes out and like starts attacking them. And my dad was like watching it too, and he's like, oh, what is this? It's kind of good. And I was like, it's a shit, I died. You know, it's a good show. Survived 5 minutes with Gennaro. I unlocked Pomerola. What's a Pomerola? What's a Pomerola? I'm gonna do Arca Ladonna in the Mad Forest. Oh, this one's a little slow. I watched it dub, but King Bradley's English voice is so much better. Hello, I'm King Bradley. Jared Bradley, that's me. Well, how about that? Wow, damn, they've surrounded us. Ah. Colonel Mustang, I hope you realize what you're doing. Like, he talks kind of like this. Like, he sounds like Superintendent Chalmers. That's what Fuhrer Bradley sounds like. He sounds like Super Nintendo Chalmers. And now that I've said that, you'll never be able to unhear it. So congratulations, Colonel Mustang.
I made it here despite your directions.
Greetings, I'm back.
I was hoping we could have a meal.
Greetings, I'm back. I really like that they revealed that he was a bad guy early on. Like, it would have been a lot less impact or useful if, like, you know, he just sort of was a bad guy and we all were like, he's sus. And then, like, nothing happens or, like, they don't reveal that he's a bad guy until, like, late in the third act. And it's like, General Armstrong emerging from the tank. Yes. That was cool. Hard agree. Have you seen Invincible? I have not. I have not seen Invincible. I suppose I should probably, but I have not. It's just because, like, I don't watch a ton of TV. Like, it takes me a while to watch shows. Ping Pong the Animation was, like, the fastest I've watched a TV show in a while, and that was 12 episodes, and it took me a week. Like, that's the fastest I've watched a season of anything. Season 2 is confirmed for later. Nice. I should definitely watch it. Will do. Oh, boy. So many bats, so little time. What will I do? VAs are stacked for that show. I know that they have, oh my god, why can I not remember his name? J.K. Simmons and Steven, what's his last name? Is it Fu? Like, they're really good. Treasure, all mine. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah. Was this a fire rod still? Mark Hamill's in there? Nice. Mark Hamill rocks. Mark Hamill's such a cool voice actor. Like, genuinely, like, I watched a lot of Disney's Castle in the Sky dub, and he's Colonel Muska. Like, genuinely one of my favorite performances, and one that, like, I look back on and I'm like, yeah, I think that was one of the things I was like, I want to do that. Just by, like, his performance as Colonel Muska. Really, really good. Really, really enjoyed it. I mean, that movie's just, like, a foundational movie for me. Castle in the Sky is my favorite Studio Ghibli film. It's not even close. Not even close how much I enjoy that one compared to, like, every other one. That includes Mononoke, Spirited Away, and, like, Howl's Moving Castle. Oops, hot take alert. Who's ready for my hot take alert? Hot take alert. Howl's Moving Castle? Overrated. It's good, but, like, everyone's just like, I'm looking for a Howl in my life. And I'm like, you don't. I'm Sophie. Woo-hoo-hoo. I've only seen Spirited Away. Snake, go watch Castle in the Sky and Princess Mononoke. Go watch Castle in the Sky and Princess Mononoke. They are good. Snake, I swear to God. Because I think Princess Mononoke is just a good movie. It's not my favorite Ghibli movie, but it's like my second favorite. Can't confirm. Hey, CB. CB, how you doing? Oh my God. Yeah, can confirm they're good. I really enjoy Castle in the Sky just because it's nostalgia first and foremost, but like, there's so much. It's like, it's a. I don't want to say it's a mature movie, but it's definitely like a movie that as a kid I watched it and I felt like, whoa, this is a serious movie. This is like, the stakes are legit in this movie. And I mean, like, when you show castles getting blown up by giant robots and like, just the world is. I love the architecture of the world, the mining town and the floating planes and everything. I mean, like, it's clear that Miyazaki loves his planes, right? Like, but the floating airships and warships and blimps and zeppelins too, those are also really, really cool. And the art is so phenomenal. Like, the still frames, the backgrounds are so cool. Oh no. Not ideal, everyone. Not ideal. We just had to power through there. Yeah. How you been, CB? I've just been playing this. Jillian was here earlier and she had enlightened me as to what this game was and whether I should enjoy it or not. And I have to say, I've really enjoyed it so far. For the almost 3 hours I've been playing it. Doing well. That's good. I'm glad to hear that. Snake has chosen Pet. Thank you, Pet. Let's, what should we get? I gotta get more, like, just general attacks, too. Vamp Survivors is cool. I got over the holidays. Oh, yeah? So you've played it before, then? Of course you have. You got it over the holidays. And you say it's cool. I find that I really enjoy games that I can pick up and mindlessly play. And this game is giving off those kinds of vibes. So I really like that. Games that I am benevolent for now. Hell yeah. Games that you can just sort of play and not necessarily think very hard about, but like, you play on instinct, you know? I like that. I got a treasure. People hate Poltergeist Revenant this time because Gyarados is good, lol. Makes sense. I got a bird. The bird was in the box. It was a bird box. Once you get good at it, you can literally AFK once your build is up. I love that. That's fun. I quite enjoy that a lot. And I imagine, too, it's probably like a decently meditative game, too, if you know how to maneuver properly. Like, you can play it Zen mode, the way you can with, like, Tetris or whatever. If you get in the flow state. Because that's ultimately, like, what I like about roguelike and roguelite games, is that they're just so easy to start and so easy to stop. And when I say so easy, I mean, like, from a mechanical standpoint, not from a, like, willpower standpoint. Because, you know, they get addicting. Addicting games are addicting games. Oh, boy. Oh, that's not fun. I definitely just got really bodied there. And I'm gonna die, probably. If I get behind this tree. There it is. I died. What killed me? I'm sad that it doesn't show you what killed you, though. That would have been really nice, but... alas, it doesn't do that. Oh well. Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, da da dee da 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 da. Do 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 do. Hide stage progression. You could do that. I think everything killed you there. Yeah. I suppose you're right. I suppose you're absolutely right, huh? Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. It is 10 o'clock here. And I need to make sure that Aaron is 10 o'clock. Ooh, that's me. That's me. You can hear me. That was me talking. I was checking Twitch. I am going to see. I think I'm going to wrap it up here, unfortunately, because I do need to do a couple more things before it gets too late here. And I've been going for about 3 hours now. So we're gonna raid someone, though. We'll find someone to raid. We could raid... let's raid Yudo, as we do on Mondays. We're gonna raid Tayoshi Yudo, and the raid message will be Crab Rave. We'll do that. It'll be good. It'll be nice and fun. Thank you all for tuning in and watching me play this game that I've never played before. I don't think there will be any other streams this week. There might be one on Thursday, but I don't count on it. So I'll see you on Saturday for more AI the Somnium Files. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to spam Crab Rave. Until next time, bye.